following program is brought to you in living color.
It's Sunday afternoon, so it's time for Doc's Kid Party. Join Doc, co-host Jeff Kendall, and their guests for 2+ hours of fun, frivolity, and maybe fisticuffs. And now, here he is, your host, Doc.
Yeah, I know we're late. We're having technical difficulties with Jeff Kendall. So therefore, he's fired. Now we've got a new co-host, Tim Allen, and the other co-host, Joe Mayo. And do we have any people out there? Oh, no, we have Astro Zombie, yes. No Jeff today. No Jeff today so far. No. And Easy Mick, hello. Nice to see you.
Yes,
yeah.
Zombie.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for
I bid you welcome.
Very good. Yeah. Give me one more. Ollie Perry. Hello, chaps.
Hello.
Hello,
Yeah,
Ollie.
hello. And this is the big show you've been waiting for.
This is a big show you've been waiting for.
This is the thing, yes. And it looks like Jeff Kendall still hasn't figured out how his computer is working. So Tim Allen will have to fill in for a while.
You want me to get lower like he does, or
No. No, but you might wear a black hat.
I don't have a black hat.
I think you're right. I think you are right.
Wow.
I seen on one of those what's it called? I never can remember. Social Blade. I go on Social Blade once a time, and it had I was very close to 1,000 videos.
Wow.
So not only that, this stupid little channel here has got over 1 million views. Whoa! So we're gonna have a party. Yay!
Wow. A chat party.
Yeah. Wait a minute. Let's try Jeff. Jeff.
Uh-oh.
What the heck is that?
It's not.
That doesn't look good. He looks like some.
Hello.
No, Jeff, you're still lagging.
Joe's there.
Yes. We know that.
Yeah, I thought we were live before we were talking. I didn't realize before we started.
You are lagging, Jeff, still.
Lagging behind.
Oh, well, we'll leave him on the bottom because he's going to have some trouble, I think. Must be a storm in Oklahoma or something like that. Yeah, that's for Jeff. But anyway, hello, all you
Coming
people.
and going.
Yeah, hello, Jeff.
How many fingers do I have up, Jeff? That's the test.
Great answer.
That's the test.
If he was on a game show, he would have been buzzed by now. Oh, it was taking too long. Oh, Jeff, you're lagging terrible. Get the cats out of the way. So we have interference from Oklahoma. Oh well, we'll have to go without them. What's going on over there?
This is bizarre.
I won YouTube in the estate of I Was a Teenage Werewolf.
They suck. It's Susan Hart, who's the owner of I Was a Teenage Werewolf and owns I Was a Teenage Frankenstein, and owns Invasion of the Saucer Men, and owns The Amazing Colossal Man, and owns It Conquered the World, and certain 50s science fiction films, and she will not put them out. She'd rather die with them than put them out. And it really sucks.
Don't give her any money. Don't patronize her. Yes, of course.
Well, you can't patronize her. If she won't put them out, you can't patronize her.
Yeah, she's the wife of, I forget which one she's the wife of, either Sam Arkoff or Nickel.
But that's probably why Astro Zombie won, because somebody said somewhere on the line, well, if it's not available to be seen, then I guess you can put it up.
Does that answer your question? He's been demoted to the bottom row because he's having technical difficulties.
I need some Tums.
Yeah. Ooh, Tums.
No, Danny's not even here, and I need them. But I just was on with Danny. That's probably why I need them.
Oh, the amazing live stream?
Yeah, I got off in time for this.
Yeah, what was amazing about it? What did we miss?
Oh, nothing. The same old, same old.
Where's Danny? Where's Danny? We got to have a fight over Oasis.
Oh, yeah.
But if anything, I really enjoyed the Tale of Two Frankensteins.
Oh, yeah?
That one was like funny from end to end.
I'm glad you said that, right.
Yes, it starts out with poor Anthony, like had such trouble getting that Frankenstein statue, and Mikey decides to buy one for him, and like open the box and all this, get ready for the reveal, and here it is. Is that? Wait a minute, there's a finger missing.
He's missing a finger, and that whole thing that was not planned from the beginning, that he was going to go and buy the eyebrows one.
Well, that was the second part. It was like he was kind of bummed that he bought one with a missing finger, although it looked like they painted it. Like
they painted white and bone and blood, and I liked it. I thought it was cool.
Oh yeah, but it's still damaged, I guess.
Yeah, but
he actually spent Mikey Arugula spent $125 just on a whim
on the eyebrow one.
He must have money.
I think so, yes. But
he does.
Yeah, it was after that you figured out that the finger was missing. That he goes, let's go to the store and buy that other one. What the heck is going on here?
The only thing that sucked about it was the guy who curses a lot didn't curse.
Yeah, really.
I got him saying sucked. He said something. I said something. My seat sucked or something. The only thing I got him to say.
Yeah, exactly. That Frankenstein video was fun. Yes. I want to be Mikey Arugula when he works.
Yeah, me too.
What's this? Oh, this is about that movie, I guess. Me and Mickey, or does it mean Mikey, are in the same career field?
Yeah, people call him Mickey, and we called him Mickey. The one guy, Terry Crane said, Mickey, hey, Mickey. It's Mikey.
Mikey. Testing. 1, 2, testing.
This isn't going to be good.
This ain't going to be good.
Sorry. I don't want to sound like, I love Jeff. Jeff, I love Jeff. He's got to be here. But Jeff, kind of like how you are when you're on the show.
You're very confused. But there must be stormings going around here. It's not like,
I don't know what's going on.
But what's the deal? He's never had this. This. No, you're not fine. No, this is the kind of stuff I expect from Tim Allen.
Yeah,
but no,
that's right.
No, it's Well, anyway, you go back to the guy that curses a lot, and even Mikey was going, I hope they still have it. Well, of course they're still going to have it. That thing had roots. It was never going to get sold.
Nobody's going to buy that thing.
Yeah. I mean, he's like, yeah, I'm going to buy it. And just, yep, there it is. Like, get it out of the showcase. Or give me that thing. But, like you bring the thing home, and now you got 2 of these darn things. And one's got I guess Mikey's going to keep the eyebrow one?
Yeah, I guess.
No, he gave the other one to Anthony.
Oh, well, the one in the box.
Yeah, he gave it to Anthony. That was the point.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be satisfied with the finger missing, no. Nor would I be satisfied with that green face either.
Yeah, that looked terrible. Like the paint job on it was so shiny and everything.
Yeah, but he had like the other one has like a peach colored face, which isn't right either. He had a healthy glow.
I can't tell you the crap I get again that I went through in trying to edit that thing. There's all kinds of problems when I'm editing a video lately with that. Sometimes I get lucky, but man, like about the files, you got to take, I don't know what they call them. All the files have got to be, is it imported?
Yeah, well, you import from your phone, right?
Yeah, and it's like, say I got 7 segments. Like if the first one goes fine, second one, you got to put them into the video editor. The second one goes fine. The third one, then all of a sudden the other ones don't want to upload. Whatever, import. Like, what the hell? They always, and then it's like, so I don't know. Then you got to shut everything down, go start back up again, and do it from scratch. And sometimes it'll take the second time.
Well,
I go through a lot.
If he's having trouble with 7 segments, try to mesh them into one, I don't think he's going to make a supercut.
Yeah, it's hard, man.
You did make a short out of part of it somehow. I don't understand that part yet. Like maybe taking a video and creating a short out of previously made footage.
Yeah, that should be. Yeah, you got to do that with your phone. Yeah. I only know how to do it with a phone. There might be another way of doing it, but on the computer. But
I can't.
But I'm trying not to do that anymore
with my phone. So
because you never know when YouTube's going to make these stupid new rules. Like all of a sudden, it's like they consider it like not original, or maybe like you're copying content. It's stupid. So I'm trying not to do that anymore. Take from a pre-existing video a short segment, because then it's like the same content twice and stuff. I don't know about that.
Well, I guess that's a supercut. Hey Tim, any black and white film watch lately?
Yep, I've been watching. I'm on like the 4th disc. Maybe I finished the 4th disc of that battle box that I bought.
Ooh.
50 battle films. And the last one I saw, there's been some stinkers in there, but there's been some really good ones too. The last one I saw was this thing called And Then There Were Three. And it starts out, it's World War II and it's Nazis, and it's one guy they're going to free a prisoner that's a leader of the French resistance, and the Americans they got him, and so they're sending in a spy to be an American and to get rid of him any way he can before they release him. And you don't see the guy. So then when he joins the American troops, and it starts out with like 9 of them or something like that, you don't know which one it is. So it's kind of a good premise. You're watching all these guys and you're trying to figure out which guy is the German.
Confusing. That's from 1961.
Pretty cool film. Is it from 61?
There was a movie on.
I don't look up the years on black and white ones because I'm watching color films this year. Although I probably watch more black and white, but I'm not keeping track of the black and white ones. But yeah, it was an interesting film, and I kind of guessed it because to me that guy had more what I would call a Germanic haircut than the rest of them. That's the only reason. I'm like,
hold on,
Germans with their hair.
A movie that I watched last night, I've seen it before, The Defiant Ones. That is a great freaking movie. I love that movie, Defiant Ones. But Tony Curtis and Sidney Poitier on a chained to each other. They escape. They're joined at the wrist, and they don't like each other too much, but they got to make it work.
I guess I was the only one that last night our local PBS station had the documentary of the Toronto Peace.
I wasted money on that DVD.
Oh, really? They were giving that away if you gave $12 a month to PBS.
I don't know. I mean, I just didn't think it was that good. I saw it.
We're
going to have to do a whole show on it on Talk More Talk.
I enjoyed it.
I also watched last night Lost in Space because I'm watching an episode every Saturday night.
One a week.
And I watched My Cup, Make My Cup Runneth Over. I'm trying to give you like a hint of what it is. Make My Cup Runneth Over.
Okay, that's the one where they find the little hat.
Yeah. I think it's a good one. But you got that monster that goes, the same monster. Hello, Jim.
Hello. What's the one I'm on right now? I'm in the third season. I just got past Smith's Happy Acres Hotel.
Oh, that's so good. I don't care what.
and what's the one coming up? Because they give you the next week on Lost in Space, and they give you the what's the one coming up here? Oh crap!
Smith's Happy Acres.
Yeah. What comes on after Happy Acres?
Fun.
Yes.
I can't do that.
Yeah. But I mean, that episode was such a sitcom.
Yes.
Where the hell did they get a cash register? All that kind of stuff.
That was hilarious.
It was just what? We have all the sports equipment. Somebody said something about the pool. When did they ever dig a swimming pool? What are you talking about? What?
Wait, did they don't say there's a swimming pool, do they?
They might mention one of the there's the two girls.
There must be a lake or something.
Well, says to the robot, "You're going to be the lifeguard." It's just so dumb.
I love that. I love it. It's one of my favorite episodes.
Anyway, that yesterday and today is a fake. Correct.
Oh, the butcher.
Yeah.
Sorry, when you said fake, I thought something else. These days.
That's a fake. Ooh, well, get yourself fixed and bring it up. Is this in your DVD watching?
Oh, I was thinking of you, Doc, because I hate Batman. I'm sorry. I try to get into that show. It's so bad. And you know what else gets me about it? I was watching the episode last night when he had a courtroom or something. And I was thinking of Lost in Space because it was all black in the background. It had Eartha Kitt as Catwoman and the Joker. They won trial or something.
Yeah.
And then he had the fight at the end, and they pick up Batgirl, and she kicks the guy. That's like all she ever does. Oh, stupid.
That's the third season. They didn't even have sets in the third season. That's what's so
They don't have sets on Lost in Space.
Black backgrounds, a few things hanging. Like they would have a window hanging. It's at one point in the blackness, so it looked like a wall. And it was just they spent about $1 on sets.
What a bad show, man. Oof.
Well, it's my favorite show. I think it's a great show. They just didn't have money in the third season.
Lost in Space has been in the dark a lot lately too. And earlier this week, I hit the episode where this smoke monster or something like that. They're in space. I don't know how this works out, but they're in space. This smog monster's floating around, puts a big hand in the viewport and all this kind of stuff. And when he teleports the family to wherever he is, of course it's all black. Like they're in black. And then the next one was A Day at the Zoo.
Oh, I like that.
And the freaking zoo is in the black.
Well, of course.
Of course. Yeah. What am I on here? Castles in Space.
Yeah. I don't like. That's one that I don't know well.
Castles in Space is the one with the Mexican bandito and the ice cream.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know why you watched them. I still don't get it.
Because I have them. I'm not. I know they're kind of, but I'm not going to skip over them. I will watch each one.
You don't think it's funny when Dr. Smith keeps getting knocked out by the what do you call it when they're playing tennis or whatever it is? Oh, and the thing's stuck on his head.
I am happy to stop your shuttlecock. Yeah. Shuttlecock. No, actually, the one with the scary monster, and even though they have to go down into the core, like where do they find room to put the stinking core, like the atomic core of the ship? And they're climbing down there. There's no room.
And there's not that, it doesn't look like there's several floors in that thing.
Yeah. But anyway, he's confronted by the thing, which turns out to be a guy in a sheet. Whatever. And the sheet guy says, "I am your id," to Will. And Will goes, "You can't frighten me with your big words." Like what a joke that was. 2-letter word. You can't frighten me with your big words. So, so anyway, I gotta do the castles in space next. So it's the robot drunk and everything. Gosh, haven't seen much of season 3, but I love. Well, season 1's probably the best of all 3. They had money.
Yeah, they didn't black the screen out with red or green or whatever and put pow and bang. They actually animated it in the first season, and they had money and they did it right. They started cheapening a little bit in the second season. Third season, they gave them like $20 and said, "Go make season 3."
Well, they must have done that to Lost in Space much earlier on, because there was a lot of episodes in the dark. So
3 is my favorite season.
I say this a lot, but one of the last series in Batman is when they went to Londinium. And I think the reason they did that is because London is foggy. So they just took fog machines and made the whole set. And there's no set. You just see fog through half the scenes. It's just them walking through fog, It's like, man, that's cheap.
We don't need to build sets. Well, today's Batman episode was Catwoman and Sandman. So they spent a little money on sets there. I didn't see too much of the dark thing, but I will say on the Lost in Space when they're in another studio, because even though everything is dark, they've got a red floor. So keep an eye out for that. Oh, hello, Jorgen.
Hello.
Hi.
Yeah, hello. So what's happening in Sweden today?
Today it is calm. It is rainy. Yesterday we here in Sundsvall celebrated 400 years. So there was a performance on the city, and we have a celebration week this coming week.
What Jeff wants to know what episode where they surround the ship in plastic wrap.
Is that an early episode?
Yeah, that's second season. That's the one where the Space Tribunal is gonna try them for stuff they did in space, but they turn out that they're gonna get Dr. Smith on it because they've gone through the whole family and the whole family passes, but Dr. Smith fails the test, so they have to write out a thing that says to absolve him because he's nuts or something. So then they take the plastic wrap down. Lucky. Wow. I don't know. I'm on season 3 here, so and you know something else too. This is Blu-ray, right? The discs are starting to fail already.
Oh, I hate to hear that.
Oh yes, they are. You'd be watching and all of a sudden.
Yeah, I think I came across one. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's unacceptable when that shit happens.
Yeah, well, it's happened about 3 times. So, yeah, I'm already past the collision of planets. Like, who dreams up these titles? Collision of planets. Yeah. Flight into the future. That's another good one. Yeah. Oh, Antimatter Man comes on after the
best episode.
Yeah, and it has the commentary too. All right.
That's how I found out. It was actually a girl standing in for Bill Mumy a couple of times. Actresses.
Oh, on the Antimatter Man?
With short hair.
Well, even they have stand-ins for Dr. Smith, and you can tell because he goes like this a lot. Yeah. Those backflips and stuff. That's not Jonathan Harris. You can't fool me. He's got a bad back. I don't know. Don't they have good shows in Sweden, Jörgen? Similar to this?
Had.
Oh, not anymore.
And I hardly see anything on TV. I download from YouTube, put it on a memory stick, and put it in TV. That's how I watch these days. So I don't care that much for Swedish television today.
Oh, so you don't get good shows like Hazel.
What is a Hazel?
What is, maybe it's best you don't know.
Nobody needs Hazel.
Nobody likes Hazel. Nobody likes, what's the other one? Family Affair.
I saw an episode of, because I don't watch Andy Griffith, but I watched an episode in color.
Ooh.
And it was Opie was in a rock band or something like that. And it was like, I said, Andy, and there was no Barney. And Andy Griffith really looked like he wasn't, his heart wasn't in it. So I did some research, and that's what it said, basically, that he just wasn't into it anymore.
Yeah. No, they turned it from a comedy to a drama, which is what happened to MASH years later. And people thought that was the first time that was done. No, Andy Griffith was a complete comedy when it started, and it was pretty much a drama by the time it was over.
I tried to watch an episode of The Odd Couple this morning.
Tried?
You caught the reference. Tried.
What happened?
And Gary Marshall shows do not sit well with me.
Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding. I don't like Gary Marshall shows.
You have to get the right episodes too. Did you watch the first season? I hope not.
I'm sure this is later.
I like the first season. I will defend the first season all day long.
Well, you see, here we go. This is the thing. I like it too. I love it, as a matter of fact. But to make a point, most people like it better when they use that. That's why I said, for his benefit, I hope you didn't watch the first one. That's all I meant.
I don't know where in the run it was. What was it even?
You gotta watch the right ones too.
I'm not even sure what it was about, but Oscar and Felix were arguing about something, but they were shouting at each other, so it was echoing in the studio.
That's a lame description. What is the episode about? Did you watch the whole thing?
I couldn't. I could not.
Come on.
So I'm just like, Gary Marshall shows are so much like a high school play that everybody shouts their lines.
No, they don't. I
don't know. It does not sit well. Like, are these things not mic'd correctly or something?
Just watch. I'll give you the episodes to watch. Watch Sleepwalker. Watch Password. Start with those.
That's a game show. I don't know. I was before watching Price is Right.
Spring Hill Gym. I've seen Cinema Paradiso fairly recently, and it's a fantastic film. But it's the only film I've ever seen where, if you see the director's cut, it's almost a completely different film. Very, very odd. I actually like the non-director's cut version better, I think. But yeah, very, very interesting. Great film either way. But it's a very warm-hearted film. If you watch the original version, if you watch the director's cut, it's kind of a downer.
I see this morning they're working on another Jurassic Park movie for next year. I'm going like, why? Aren't we over those? But I guess not. They're gonna make another Jurassic Park.
Spring Hill Gym.
Seriously, we are in the same kind of. It's the movie business we're talking about. The same business that actually have 12 of these racing car series. What's it called?
It's sequels?
No, it's the cars that Fast and Furious.
Oh, Fast and Furious.
I mean, sequels is welcome to a movie.
It's a franchise. Like they're making another Tron movie. Do they really need one? The other two didn't do so hot anyway.
It is overlong, but that's not the problem with it. The problem with it is they resolve everything. And that film is better left with things unresolved. It just is.
Oh, kids like dinosaurs. Is that why?
I was trying to say Jim is restoring my faith here in him. I get mixed up sometimes with Spring Hill Jim. You know, he seems like he's on a level here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whatever. Oh,
Yeah,
if that's
Super
what wants to
Paradiso
come up
is a
here,
great
there's a
film.
link right there. We're talking movies and TV shows, kids. No reason why.
Yeah, I guess that's why I got to get my movie channel back on so we can do that.
Yeah. What is it called this week?
Mr. CeNeMayo.
Mr. CeNeMayo.
That's been staying there for a while.
So like for all you people who go out to the CeNeMayo and watch theaters and come back and talk about it. Sure, because that's how it used to be. You went to see a movie and then you talked about it afterwards.
Yeah.
Did you
Everybody
see
in school used to talk about Chiller Theater, the Creature Features in school on Monday.
Yeah. So I don't know. That's how theater used to be. You used to talk about it afterwards. I guess.
I started watching some Night Gallery again. Finally, I'm trying to do that too. Last night I did Night Gallery and I did Lost in Space. And Night Gallery was one of the worst episodes ever. There was something about there was a giant rat on the moon. It was by Rod Serling, and it was supposed to be a shock ending. It was so stupid. Then I looked it up, and it said most fans think it's the worst episode or one of the worst.
I can't get past the format.
Jeff wants to join again. Let's test. Go, Jeff. Go. Hello.
It's not looking good.
No. Come on, Jeff. Come on.
It's a connection problem.
The early result of the polls is it's not looking good for our candidate.
Does he have connection problems?
Yeah, he's been trying all.
I don't know. I don't know if he's if you haven't, Jeff, try unplugging your router for a few minutes and then plugging it back in.
Or just stop broadcasting from a cold box.
I have to kick him out. I have to kick him out. He's taking up. No, the other button.
Valuable time.
There's a button for that.
I'm reminded of Billy Preston. Will it go round in circles?
No, he doesn't even circle.
That's what I'm getting. I'm getting on my screen. It's just a circle. Just the endless.
He came up and then he froze. Yeah, I watched a movie with James Mason called Bigger Than Life, way ahead of its time. I don't even remember him.
I like James Mason sometimes. Sometimes I like
There's a lot of stories. It must be.
Maybe.
Atmospheric problems. Like, cosmic storm. Oh, John. What are we going to do? John. Poor Maureen Robinson. She only has 2 lines per episode. Oh, John. Do you think it's safe? Where's Will? Will sneaks out again. I might as well put him in chains or something. God. Yeah, I know it's just not working, Jeff. Sorry. And apparently you can watch, but you just can't join.
Yeah. I said he's having internet issues. It might not be him, but they said if he's got a router.
I heard people complaining about StreamYard having problem overall.
Hey, I'm lucky to be here right now. I saved 9 minutes of StreamYard time to start this show, so I'm good.
Well, people at James' stream also that have problem with StreamYard.
I have not seen the Elephant Man properly, like all the way through.
Wow, I have, but a long time ago.
Who's in that movie? Anybody?
John Hurt?
Oh.
Yeah, John Hurt. I knew it was one of those guys. I think of them as like very slow, mellow actors. I knew it was one of those guys, but I couldn't.
Michael Jackson loved it. He wanted to buy it. Okay.
Yep.
Nothing's happening. Might as well play a commercial. Hold back on this, whatever. Okay, get ready. We'll be back in a moment.
You can't count on anything these days.
Did you type the letter I told you to type?
No. With possibly one exception. Federal Express. When it absolutely positively has to be there overnight.
Yep.
That didn't help.
That's kind of dull.
I've been watching the Eurocrypt of Christopher Lee Severn box the past 2 days. Okay. Whatever that is. Some people thought Jack the Ripper was the Elephant Man because the hospital he was staying at was near the Whitechapel district. It's only a rumor. Tim, are you a fan of Stanley Kubrick's work?
No, I'm not. And I know you should be, but you know, everybody has their own. You know, I hate. I'm sorry, but I just don't like 2001: A Space Odyssey. I've never gotten it. I hate the ending. It's just not a film that I like.
Not
So
a
no,
Kubrick.
I should be, but I know you should be, but I'm not.
Not even Eyes
Sorry.
Wide.
No, I didn't like Eyes Wide Shut. Clockwork Orange is okay, but it's almost too violent. You know, I don't.
Not even The Shining.
No, not a horror fan.
I don't remember you flatly saying that before.
Uh-oh.
I don't know. Maybe it's Henry doesn't bring up Stanley Kubrick.
That's true. Where is Henry? Henry's not here.
No. He's always on Mayo's movie streams, and we talk about De Niro and Jaws, and that's about it.
Oh, that's it. That's all. That's all we got to talk about. Jaws and De Niro.
12 Angry Men.
And Rocky, 12 Angry Men and Rocky, and that's it.
This is a rumor. Henry found a girlfriend. You can only hope. Wow. Well, let's talk about Oasis. Who's all up for Oasis? What? Jorgen's up for Tim's up for Oasis? Why?
Because they're a really good band.
Let's just say there's only one reason to say when it comes to why do you like it? Music. The music is the only answer you need.
I can tell you why I don't like it. Yeah, exactly. Ooh.
They might be the last really good band. I'm thinking about that recently. I mean, what's a great band that's come after Oasis? That's made it. You know, there might be better bands out there, but they haven't made it. You know, they're underground. Nobody's heard of them.
I was going to say the Midnight Callers, but I guess not.
Yeah. Go question 100 people on the street. 100 will never have heard of them.
I could live the rest of my life without knowing Oasis. Believe me.
I think you're onto something, Ollie.
No, even when they were out, I never cared for them. So
I did.
Why
They were. Well, again, I've said this before, but I like garage rock, and they were garage rock meets Phil Spector, and I like that. I like noise. I like a wall of sound. I like, especially a grungy sound. They were a nice alternative to grunge. They were a very nice alternative to grunge. That's probably why I liked them so much.
I don't know why Spring Hill Jim thought that I spent $75 on Pet Sounds. I did not. But it was because I didn't buy it. but the cover was not in the best shape. The record was like a brand new record.
I have to give them a try. I know what they're capable of. They do
I
nothing.
could give
Bob
you.
Dylan a bigger try.
I could give you a number of reasons why you should listen to Oasis, but I say like Ingemar Stenmark, the old Swedish skier, it ain't needed to explain to someone who don't understands.
And yes, I am a bit of an Anglophile. I mean, I've always liked. I mean, the Beatles, for God's sake. You know, I mean,
The Beatles are Anglophiles.
You know, but yeah, but I mean, think of it this way: people are like, "Oh, I don't want to see this. Would you rather see Katy Perry?" I mean, what else is out there? Oasis could be all of this people going out and miming to their records, and if they sing live at all, it's with backing tracks over their own vocals, and it's like, you know, let's have something that's not that. And Oasis is not that. Oasis will do everything live, I guarantee it, and that's worth it right there.
Ollie, when it comes to it's hard to compare because the 90s Oasis were the hits. I'm not saying that the Oasis were bad, but we're talking at least only a few years before they split up. So 90s Oasis, of course, but the O's are just good also.
Could you just call them the Zeros? I like them better that way.
The aughts.
The aughts, yes.
The aughts. I like 90s better, although their second to last album was really good, I thought. And that last single that they put out was really good. And then
I can get out my book.
They did the documentary. They did that documentary, and they had a song from that, and then it was done.
I actually have to say that the 1997 album was so gravely underrated. Not as bad as everybody says. It's a great rock and roll album, period.
See, I didn't love it. I liked the one before it with Lila on it. I thought that was really good.
Wow, look at all the great songs by Oasis that went nowhere. Really, they only had 4. You can't even call them hits because 3 of them didn't even.
Well, like I said, Doc, you can't blame them for what the record label does. That's all the singles that they put out in America. That's it. They put 4 singles out, and they all hit the top 40. They didn't put any more out.
It depends on where you live. Because here in Europe, they had a whole lot of more hits than in USA.
Only Wonderwall made it to 8. The rest of
Doc,
all.
do you like Pink Floyd? How many top 40 hits did Pink Floyd have? Do you like them?
Well, they had money. And well, what's the other one?
I hate hits these days. These days, I'm glad when you don't have a hit.
But when it comes to the reunion of Oasis, I say like, okay, hell froze over. The Gallagher brothers reunited. I never thought that would happen. On the other hand,
Oasis.
You know, the biggest band of the 90s, the Beatles, the anthology. I remember in 1996.
On the other hand,
they did the best business. I don't know what years Oasis is, but I remember Paul joking. He was on like the A20. He said, we were waiting to see who was going to be bigger than us. And it turned out it was us. 96.
On the other hand, it's one tour they are doing. Let's see if they can keep together for that one tour. And they're not supposed to do any new music. Unfortunately, from what we know, it's only for a tour. So let's see if the Gallaghers can keep together for that tour.
They won't even make it. They'll get in another argument any minute now and cancel the whole shebang. And then you'll have nothing to bounce up and down about.
I would like to see new music just because it turned out Liam was a pretty decent songwriter if you let him, but Noel never let him. That might have been part of the problem with the band. Who knows? But, you know, I love the first Beady Eye album. I think it's as good as anything Oasis ever did.
Hold up your Oasis records. Go.
They're not next to me. They're not next to me, Doc.
And the last record store I was in had a fair amount of Oasis for sale, and I made a
Ask and you shall receive.
And I mentioned that you got some Oasis for sale that isn't going. He says, I don't like Oasis. I says, I should have turned the camera on. That would have been a third person that I don't like Oasis. So I know Danny's mad at me.
You know, like in England on Spotify, I heard like 25% of their top 100 is Oasis right now, which it's better. Okay, let's have Taylor Swift instead. That's better. Let's have 25%. I mean, people don't realize you're getting people to listen to rock and roll again, and that's a good thing. It's not bad. I don't see how it can be bad.
It's still old though. It's still like what, 20 years old, 25 years old?
Well, the last songs were like 15 years old. It's not that old.
It's old. Not when you're listening to Taylor Swift and all her friends.
Well, let's just get rid of rock and roll then, and let's just listen to all this music that people make on laptops instead.
On the other hand,
let's just do that instead of Oasis. That's better.
There's actually a lot of artists right now who
1950 to 85.
There's actually right now it's a lot of new artists that makes music that sounds like Oasis. You have Jake Bugg in Britain. You have the Solas in the American, I think they are. They does Britpop like Oasis, and so it's the right time for Oasis to do a reunion right now.
The only thing that youngsters are picking up right now is their iPhone.
Astro Zombie, yeah, they're picking up their iPhones, and it's all been done. The frontiers are done. The 50s, the 60s, the 70s. What are they going to do that's new? You know.
So we should just give up and become a cultureless world. That's what you're saying.
How come it's okay with you, Tim, when it's movies and things? You spout the same thing when it suits you.
No, I don't. I want to go back to making movies about people and things that can actually happen. I don't like superhero movies and all of this stuff that could never happen. I want movies about real things. That's what I want. I don't want to stop making movies.
Well, I've got enough stuff that I like that I still got to listen to and that I already liked from the 50s or to last me 10, 20 years, whatever it is left. I don't need new stuff.
Well, you can do like me. Don't care one bit about how old it is, as long as it is good. No matter if it's new.
Well, yeah, if I hear something good when I was growing up, I heard all this stuff was good. I kept going to the record store and buying things. Now I can't hear anything good. Everything I hear is garbage.
You just have to look for it. There's tons of good stuff out there. Unfortunately, it doesn't get played, which is why if Oasis is getting played, that's a really good thing.
Rock and roll is done. It's dead.
Oh, yeah, it is. Definitely.
Yeah. When they say, oh, rock is dead.
At best, it's retro. It'll be retro. This sounds like the Zeppelin. This sounds like the Beatles. This sounds like...
Oasis is the old.
It's dead in America. If you read like the whole Uncut magazine that you just bought, you'll find out it's not dead in the UK. 2/3 of that magazine is about bands. It's amazing how you pick up an issue of Rolling Stone and there's probably not going to be one band in the whole magazine. You pick up Uncut and it's band after band after band. It's just America that's let it go. The rest of the world is
kind of whirl on rap. Yes.
On the other hand, I could normally say that yes, the rock has been dead and it's only kind of a computer pop that goes. But the problem is how to define dead these days when hit charts overall is pretty much dead. How to define big greatness today when the only thing that matters is how many times you have been played on Spotify. I mean, how do you define an artist being dead today?
But it's not on the radio anymore that I know.
Well, I certainly don't agree with Astro.
When you have 9 million radio stations with a different kind, you have rock music stations also. So, I mean,
not that.
Doc, do you realize that the most popular radio stations, at least in America, probably in the world, are actually talk radio these days? It's not even people listening to any kind of music anymore. It's radio. Radio's done and it killed itself.
How was Astro Zombie? How was rock and roll done when it was Elvis? That was in its infancy, rock and roll and everything. What are you talking about? And what did the Beatles call? You're trying to make a point. You're trying to catch me like in a hypocrisy thing, and it's just not the same thing. The Beatles obviously kept inventing new ideas and new sounds and changed the world and kept doing different things, and other people as well, not just the Beatles. And then even Alice Cooper and Kiss and the makeup thing, that was new, whatever, and blah blah blah. There was new things always happening. Now it's the same old, same old.
Yeah, but it was still music, though. It was still bands.
Yeah, it's not.
All right, well,
much of it is because the record labels have found out that we must make must make money, and in order to do that, they have a program today that scans how a hit song should sound like. This is how it should sound like, and that's how
exactly. They want to make every record from radio sound like every other record on radio these days. That's what they want.
Radio also plays in.
That's what they want, and that's why nobody can get on radio. So abandon radio, and there's other ways to hear music.
Are you going to sell records that way?
They're not record labels. The majors aren't interested in selling records either. They're interested in streaming. That's all they're interested in. So you can't go by that either, because the people in control, and there's only like 3 major labels these days. So they're in control.
The problem
Therefore,
is
you have to look to them. You have to look to the smaller labels. You have
the problem is that they had their chance when everybody said that, hey, vinyl is back. They had the chance to actually go back and make vinyl the new household thing format to listen to. But still, if vinyl has been back now for almost 15 years, and still vinyl is treated like some kind of a special deal that we take high prices for. It is only for a record store day only still.
What does this mean? Sweden Max Martin destroyed the music industry in 1999.
Max Martin was the guy who wrote Backstreet Boys and Britney Spears and so on. I don't think that you could say that Max Martin was destroying the industry. He did songs for some artists and produced, but it doesn't mean that he did the entire music industry. I think that is a little bit unfair. He didn't say that we should stream everything.
I don't know. I don't even like what are
they going to create? What are they going to create? Show me. Show me something that's going to be totally new and different and sound like they changed the world.
Do you think modern rock in the 90s sounds like the 60s? You don't think it sounded new, Joe?
Nice.
No.
To be honest, I don't think that.
You think bands like U2 and REM sounded like the Beatles?
But how far back do you want to go now?
I'm talking 80s, like the 90s and early 2000s.
Well, I'm saying things are over in 2020s. I'm not talking about the 90s or the 80s. I'm talking about 2020s. We're done now, I think.
They're still pushing it, but the problem is we don't hear it, and they're pushing it. One of the problems right now is that they're pushing it to a lot of artists are trying to get on the radio. I don't understand why, but they're pushing it in that direction, and it's the wrong direction.
I'm going to be honest and say that I don't think we should push the Oasis reunion too high. It is a tour, one tour. I don't think that we should see it as the Oasis reunion means that people start playing with instruments again. I don't think it will happen. It's one tour, then we'll go back to in Noel Gallagher's case, High Flying Birds and Liam with what he does. I don't think we should take it that far that people will start playing instruments again because Oasis.
No, but like I said, in the UK though, people are listening to Oasis a lot right now, and that's not a bad.
Yes, they are, but I don't think we should take it that this is a sign of people starting to play instruments again. I think it will take a whole lot more, unfortunately.
I understand this whole thing about, like Mark is saying, we don't need music that's going to change the world. I'll just take great music over something that is earth-shattering. Okay, great. Let me hear it. When I hear something that I like, I'll say, I'm going to buy that.
The new Weaklings album was fantastic. The last 2 Midnight Callers albums were fantastic. The Danny Wilkerson album was fantastic.
Isn't the Weaklings Beatlesque? They're always at the Beatle Fest.
Oh, the
And the
weekly.
Smiths and all this stuff, Smithereens.
You don't like anybody that's Beatlesque. You just like the Beatles. You didn't like the Raspberries or the Knack or Badfinger or
You're going back to the 70s, the 60s, and 70s. Yeah.
Whatever happened to
Why can't I just have no interest? Why? I don't understand.
And the new
I've still
Weaklings
got
album
stuff to
isn't
explore. I
very
got Johnny
Beatles
Cash
at
to
all,
listen to.
actually. It's just a really good power pop rock and roll album.
What's your point about El King? I was one of the people I said I stumbled across, I heard and I liked it, and I thought she was good, and I started buying it. It's nothing like the Beatles. I don't know what your point is. You're not making any point. She's nothing like the Beatles, but she's got like a Dusty Springfield-esque voice. Everybody says, she sounds like Smokey Singer, like Dusty or something. It's always retro. You know what I mean? Whatever. But I think, I do like her, but that's because I found out I heard her on TV and I thought I liked this song. And then I wanted to listen to the album. I liked the whole album. And then the second album. Now she's doing country and I don't like her country. You forget that. She went from rock to country. I think she's going to stay that way because the quote is where she says, I found out where I belong. Like, this is me. This is where I belong. Not like she's just trying an experiment to make one country album. She likes the country better than rock. But anyway, I'm going all off the thing here. What? Like I said, I'm not going to look for it anymore. If I'm 17, 18, or even 30, and I was interested in going looking for as they say, it's out there. You just got to find it. I'm not doing that. I don't want to do that anymore. That's me. I'm speaking just for myself. I don't want to search for it anymore at this age. It should find me. I shouldn't have to find it. It should be out everywhere. That's how I believe.
It's not anymore, and that's
I'm not a kid anymore.
The radio stations and the record labels have done that to themselves, and I don't know how they're surviving. To be honest,
I don't know. I was in the Walmart parking lot this morning and I hadn't got out of the car yet, and the car pulls up next to me, parks with the window down, and whatever music was playing in there just sounded like garbage.
Well,
but it's young people that they're happy with garbage, just boom, 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 talk, and she's good with that. That's what music is today.
But it's not you make it sound like every single young person in the world likes that, and they don't.
Yeah, I think they are. Yeah, pretty much. No,
Peter Boothroyd, do you like that? It's not every single young person. There's tons of them that don't, and they're fighting back. Ethan and Brinley, and there's lots and lots of those people out there.
Well, everything's going to sound like something else. Like all the heavy metal that came out in the 70s. It sounds like Led Zeppelin,
Yeah, I mean, everybody has influences.
The interesting thing is that in the 90s, there were so many new different kind of music genres because the business was all about trying new things and finding stuff to sell. Today, they don't dare to do something new because they're so afraid of losing the little money they earn. So they need to have the same stuff coming out just to make money. So they have been becoming a whole lot more cowards in music business than they were in the 90s, in my opinion.
Just to be, for argument's sake, I'm going to show you all what the album of the week. Jürgen, what does this mean? How
would I know? I'm Swedish, not Polish.
Oh, is that what that is?
It's some kind of evil state. He looked like he wanted to be somewhere else though than on this record.
Oh, yeah, it's like, I don't want to be here.
Get me hell out of here.
Well, I was thinking that picture was taken just before his release from prison. Just prior to his release, they took that photo.
It's Hamja Unplugged.
Ooh.
I guess. Who puts out these things? Gosh. But apparently it's an album somewhere. Poland, I guess, right? So.
Poland, Yugoslavia, something like that.
Oh, question for Jürgen. Have you got Morrissey's album Vauxhall and I?
I think so. I should see.
I
While he
do.
looks for that, we'll give Tim a question. Tim is a rock and roll star.
No, I'm not. But I understand rock and roll, and I don't think it's dead by a long
Bring
shot.
back Peter, Paul, and Mary or something.
I do.
Because, I don't know, we've lost our way musically.
Well, no. People have let themselves be guided by radio and the three major record labels. Meanwhile, there's thousands of smaller record labels, and nobody pays any attention to them, and that's the problem.
Jorgen.
I don't think I have Vauxhall and I. No, I think I'm missing that one.
Oh.
I have
you
it. I think I have it.
Oh.
Did you want something?
Something from Morrissey. You have Morrissey's album.
No, my hard drive is there's something wrong with my computer. I don't know what it is. I don't dare turn it off. But if I unplug it, if I turn it off, I have to unplug it and let it set for a while. And then if I plug it back in, the power button works. I don't know but that's what happened. But then my turntable died the next day with the same problem. So I don't know what's going on. And my turntable is dead. I could not resurrect it. I'm back to my U-turn orbit, and I'm not happy about that at all.
I need to correct myself. I have Vauxhall and I, but I have it on a cassette copy only.
Oh. There you go. Making music is a waste of time. Oh. And there's no reward to it. Nobody pays for music. Well, that's true. I kind of. Oh wait, I bought some the other day. Look, Linda Ronstadt.
I think I have that CD.
Aha! There you go. See,
Is that one on Rhino? I think that's another Rhino CD I don't have.
Oh, this one?
Doc keeps buying.
Well, it's on Elektra. I see that.
Oh, I guess maybe it's not. It's not. I thought that was a Rhino CD.
Tim, are you a Smiths fan?
Not particularly. I kind of almost like Morrissey solo better, believe it or not. I mean, I don't like the whole art thing.
I don't know, but that Doc Daka song was pretty catchy. Which one? There's about 10 of them out there. Jeez. Oh, we have a prognosis. Your CPU fan.
No, I can hear the fan running. In fact, too much. I probably need to take my computer apart and clean the inside of it. But I'm afraid that if I turn it off, it won't come back on. So I haven't done it yet.
I actually have a few Bargoons to show.
Ah, yes. Well, Jorgen, go ahead. Do it.
I'm starting with a CD that the hit single of this one is pretty well known, but I only think it's okay, but nothing more. But when I stood at the Fritz store and listening to YouTube to listen if it was interesting or not, I found it was really, really jazz funky. It was sounded really great. And that's Vanessa Williams' album Comfort Zone.
Wow.
The one with Save the Best for Last was a huge hit.
Yeah, it's a U.S. hit single. Why would people in Sweden care?
It wasn't that big hit here in Sweden, though. But I think it sounded very, very interesting from the from the one I listened to. And
Maybe
we have
wow.
These songs.
Well, I don't know. The Monkees are not on that.
No, because the Monkees do not do soul music, unfortunately.
Oh.
It's not often I buy cassettes, but I buy cassettes normally to record singles on, but I don't buy cassettes with music on all that much. But this one I couldn't pass on, so I bought Teddy Wilson on tour.
Oh, on cassette.
On cassette. The first time in ages I buy these cassettes.
Now, what happens if you find the record? Are you going to throw your cassette away?
I don't know. Maybe I will, but no, maybe I won't, because it's always good to have a spare version in a more portable way.
Okay.
And are you ready?
Oh.
Pick up your.
Oh, there's more. There's more. Oh, yes. Woo! Woo! Wow.
I found this.
That is fantastic. You'd have to go all the way to Sweden to find bulletin board. Oh, we have a match. We have a match. There we go. See, it's not so hard to find
me $2.
$2. Tim, how much did you spend on yours?
Mine was given to me by Mr. James Farley for free, so I spent nothing. Mine was sent to me.
Johnny Marr, guitarist from the Smiths, jammed with Paul and Lynn and got offered a job in Wings, but turned it down. Ooh. Wow.
That was silly.
Yeah.
I think it was for the best. I think Johnny Marr made it better elsewhere.
Yes,
He would be drowned. I think he would be drowned in Paul and Linda's startup.
But he does have a good pop sensibility, so you know.
It
could have worked. It could have worked. I don't know.
He's done some marvelous solo stuff for the past years. After Ollie Perry, I have it on a database on Access, and I have the transferred into PDF file. So yes, I have it.
Oh, stop it. You can't have two bass players in a band. Come on now.
Two bass players and a drummer. That's all you need. That was Wings.
Johnny is a bit too technical for Wings. Ooh, keep it simple.
I disagree with that. Henry was a pretty technical guitarist, and so is Lawrence. The other ones maybe not, but yeah, I kind of disagree with that.
But his work in electronic is classic 80s pop.
Electronic is a marvelous band. Him and Bernard Sumner from New Order.
Yeah, I like keyboard stuff though, like from the 80s.
I have one of his solo albums. I like it. It's good.
But as I said, he has done some marvelous singles from the past for the past 5 years on his own that are fantastic. So,
this is about Johnny Marr, I presume.
Yes.
Hung around for 20 minutes talking to a group of maybe 20 people. His driver says, "Come on, let's go," and quit kibitzing with your fans. Very nice, man.
Yeah, I also heard that he is a total different person than what Morris is.
Yeah, I saw this week Wings was part of a game show question. How did that go? Like it just showed up on the screen like Wings, and you had to, I guess, name the lead singer, something like that.
What years did Doc Dockets play with Wings?
But they got it though. But they're just, who is the lead singer of Wings? And you're like, ding.
Difficult.
Yes. So it was a game show question. It's like nobody's got to hear of Wings before. That's we'll befuddle them on that. But no, one person was not befuddled. He got it right.
I say like they said on YouTube, who is the old guy standing next to Kanye West?
I don't know. I don't know. Maybe we better check in with Mr.
I'm over
Keeter.
72, and I feel great.
Yeah.
Not 70s, but 72. You have to be on that.
I'm clicking. I know Joe is planning on moving in the future, but does anyone here have to move a large collection? Me? No.
I have. I did it in a shopping cart. I had to move it like 20 blocks, and I moved all my records in a shopping cart over days. It was not fun.
Now, when I moved here for 25 years ago, my record collection wasn't nearly as big as it is today, so it wasn't all that heavy then.
Yeah, it would take me a while to pack up all those.
I moved it from DC to here when we hired a moving company, and that was not that fun either.
Anything of that, like sure you can pack up your dishes and all that kind of stuff, but to do all your records and CDs and stuff, oh wow.
Well, I was lucky because I had moved before that, and we moved into a small place, and I didn't have room to display all my records. I had some out, but not very many. So I had them in these boxes that were the perfect size. They're like 12.5 by 12.5 by 12.5. And they were stacked up against the wall with just like a black sheet over it. And I use that as like a TV console for my TV was there, my stereo was on it. I used it as a table. And so when it came time to pack them, they were already packed, most of them. So that was a good thing.
I wouldn't want to pack everything there, especially when they're already, like alphabetical order and all that kind of stuff. So I'd have to like from A to Z and whatever, That's gonna be fun. You don't have to categorize kitchen utensils. These are my pots and pans, and these are my whatever. What? Teenage? Come on. Teenage dad on the estate underrated. Nobody knows what that is.
Isn't Teenage Dad a kind of a rock band?
Got me. I don't know what that is. You have the panel stumped. Nobody knows what that is. Oh, well. And now it's quiet time. Oh, geez, running into a lot of this. Ooh. Here, I'll take this opportunity to fix my hair. I'm getting a haircut this week. Finally. Oh. Teenage Dad on the Estate is a song by Morrissey. It's a Morrissey. Wow. I don't know anything about Morrissey, obviously.
Okay, I have more albums than I have singles, so I don't know that much B-sides.
I have a singles collection. Might be on that. I don't know, because it's like a 3 CD set with tons of B-sides, so it might be on that. I don't know. I don't know if I've ever played it.
I don't think I have any Morrissey up there. So it's right up there with my Oasis records, of which there are none.
So. I have some Oasis Morrissey albums, but many of them are newer stuff. The older stuff I have on cassette copy from a friend of mine back in the school days.
Oh, Jürgen, do you like Nonstop Erotic Cabaret by Soft Cell?
It is a great. It is a good, really good new wave synth pop album. Not the best one, not my favorite, but it does contain some classics, and it is very well made. Dave Ball was a very great producer and musician.
As long as it makes you bounce, that's what I care about. I presume these are song titles. I don't know. I was listening to the Eagles, Witchy Woman and all that. I don't know what that is.
I agree. Eagles are good. Great.
I agree.
Has anyone seen the new
CDs to my turntable?
Have not seen it. Bob Dylan.
I have.
Radar.
I have. It's silly. That's all I'll say. Is it's silly. I get it, but it's silly.
Well, it's supposed to make you laugh, isn't it?
They're all silly.
Like a surgeon and.
It's ultra silly.
A lot of talent.
It's ultra silly.
I'll look it up later. Not right now.
He's been putting out videos new and old all week for like the last week, like a couple a day. There's tons of Weird Al out there right now.
What is this stuff? Why don't you find out for yourself? You'll see the glass hidden in the grass. What is that? Is that Morrissey lyrics? What is that stuff going on there?
Doesn't everybody know those lyrics?
Oh. Yeah, he never made it in the movies, did he? Or his TV show never went too far either. Weird Al is an acquired taste, I guess.
I don't know. That documentary, the mockumentary that came out was actually pretty good. It was actually pretty funny.
I like his polka things. Where he has a whole bunch of songs put together as a polka.
I really like his parody of Nirvana "Smells Like Teen Spirit." I think that one is hilariously right in the head.
Weird Al has done well for himself.
Yeah,
it's good. I have a live
inexplicably.
I like what he does live. I have a live show that they released on video, and what he does is he has multiple costume changes. So he'll come out in one costume and do a song, and then they'll play a video of a song that he's not going to do, and then by the time that's over, he's back out live with another costume and another song, and then another, and that's what he does the whole show pretty much.
Well, you won't find any argument here, I don't think.
Yeah, well, I say the same thing, and everybody feels that way. So I don't know what the point is of that. Now, if you said like I don't know, it was John or something, it would be unusual.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty much true. Yes.
I think technically Ringo might have been the best musician in the Beatles, but not technically Paul easily.
Second,
I'm trying to figure the connection here. Astro Zombies bring up the lyrics of "I'm Henry VIII," and then somebody, I think Spring Hill Jim maybe asked me earlier, Joe, do you like Hermit's Hermits? I'm trying to see what they're plotting there. I don't really know what that's about. But whatever it is, I mean, I've heard that's not even there. That song was done before them, I think.
Probably they didn't write it. I know that.
Paul McCartney is a freak musician. He's a very good musician.
He's just a natural musician. Him and Ringo, I think, are natural musicians, and John and George had to work at it a little bit.
Plastic Ono Band is pure poetry. I don't. You go to a John Lennon show in 1969 and you get all old stuff because we've never played before, so we're just going to do old songs.
Thank you for the compliment. Spring Hill Jim says, I'm paranoid. Remember, it's acute awareness, heightened awareness. And when it's people like yourself and other people in groups, it's easy to be what you call paranoid. When other people do all things and are in groups and things, it's natural to feel that way.
I think I'm paranoid.
Oh no, he's showing us garbage again.
I think I'm paranoid.
Oh, second song. I think I'm paranoid. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that was
hammering in my head.
That was a hit.
Okay, Astro Zombie, sure.
Yeah. Oh, they're mostly talking to themselves over there. Have a good time. Have a good time. I find no argument here.
That's funny stuff.
Should wake up some people. Does anybody know of Jarvis Cocker?
Jarvis Cocker, the singer of the band Pulp. No, I have not heard of it. I haven't heard anything from Jarvis Cocker's solo career. I have only heard it in Pulp.
Not me.
When I'm depressed, I listen to Plastic Ono Band. When I want to be teared up, I listen to ABBA or the Partridge Family. Well, when I want to tear up, I listen to the Carpenters. But who wants to tear up? Who wants to intentionally be sad?
You listen to, wait a minute, like Rainy Days and Mondays cheers you up?
No, they.
That's
no,
really, or Yesterday Once More cheers you up.
Tissues. Oh, tissues. Oh. I don't want to listen to sad stuff. I want to be uplifted.
Top of the World cheers me up.
When I like to relax, I listen to the Carpenters.
I don't know what I have to relax by. I don't know, maybe Spike Jones or something. I also got the ABBA one where they stood next to a helicopter.
That will be The Arrival.
Oh.
The one with the dancing queen.
Oh, it's okay, Astro Zombie. I don't have a problem.
I don't know. They're having a good time over.
We all know it's Crazy Eyes. We know that.
Food. Don't tell me I've got to do another commercial just to get things going again. Oh, maybe Joe's never
The
seen
Three
this one.
Stooges and Chex Party Mix, a bang-up good time.
It's off to the kitchen, knucklehead. We'll knock out this Chex Party Mix in no time.
Oh, it's with sister style.
What'd you call me? You lame brain, stick it in the oven.
All right. Ow! Oh, it's easy to make.
Even for knuckleheads.
Well,
Dynamite takes a stop, huh, fellas?
Yeah.
It's party time. Bring out the dancing coils.
Chex Party Mix. Your party will be a blast. And it's so easy to make, anyone can do it.
I've never seen that before. That was fun.
What do you mean?
Somebody has.
Yeah, he was on the live screen a couple hours ago. Sweetney. Bring back Jeff. All was forgiven an hour ago. He just is having trouble connecting today. There's no ill will with Jeff Kendall. No. Don't start these rumors.
Oh yeah, the gossip and rumors, man. That's how they get started.
Like, well, who came up today? You know, like their family confirms the rumors. Shut up. Why am I getting these?
Oh, did you see? I got one the other day. I think I even got it on Facebook. I think I got it on YouTube and Facebook. Justin Bieber passed. Did you get that one?
Oh no, I didn't. No.
How many times has he passed?
I think I did see one where not Kelsey Grammer, the bartender on Cheers, Woody. Showed him on one side of the screen, and the other side, somebody in a wheelchair. Oh my gosh, what the hell happened to Woody Harrelson? Oh. Get these things on, and people click on them. Don't you learn these things are fake and they're clickbait? Don't get it. Marcus may be in the minority, but he doesn't find Plastic Ono Band all that depressing. It's more of a moody album than a depressing one. That's his distinction.
Yeah, I don't think it's depressing.
Except when Yoko sings. Don't they have the Yoko part on there where she sings in it from a bag?
No.
No, it's not on there. Ooh.
Hey, Spring Hill Jim, I was just starting to think about putting you back on, man, and now you're starting to go into this stuff.
Now that's a conspiracy.
Hey, don't look at me. Look at Crazy Eyes.
Oh, gosh. I don't know, kids. What's going on with this show today? What? Yeah, I know. Michael J. Fox dies every week. Mm-hmm. Yep. That's true. I think we're all in the wrong business. We should be making up stuff like that.
This is true.
Yeah, then that's where everybody clicks in. Like, oh yes, look what happened to, I don't know, Jack Ward or somebody.
You seem to come across more of those than anybody for some reason. Those titles.
I don't know. I'm just, every time I turn this thing on, is their family confronts the rumors of somebody like there were never any rumors to begin with. What rumors? That they got 3 left feet? I don't know.
I saw an interesting clip on YouTube yesterday I'd never seen before. Apparently, this is the only time George ever did this. It was a show in UK, in Europe. I'm not sure where this was, called Disco. And it looked like a solid gold kind of show. And in 1977, George Harrison mimed this song on the show.
Hear me say this song?
What was that, Joe?
No, because I had jumped the gun. I said this song. I said,
yeah, no, it was this, and it's apparently it's the only time he ever did one of those shows in his entire career. And there he is out there by himself with one guitar miming this song, and I'm like, that's interesting because George doesn't do that. He's never done that. He never did it again. But it's interesting. Yeah. It's really good.
That was kind of unusual. I'll give you that. And
yeah,
I don't think it was unusual.
I don't think he ever did it again, ever.
But this was a good part. I had to record this. Those 2 guys, when they come in again, I'm recording them. They come in now and then, and they're always arguing.
I don't know. Why were they dressed the same?
Well, that was my only comment on the video, is those 2 dressed each other. That's it.
you wear this. No, you wear that. And then we'll go to the record store and they look like twins.
Joe, stop picking on Danny. I wonder if that's the Lee. I think it is. I think it is.
Lee. Stop picking on Danny. No, that's
I think that's the Lee. I think it is.
That's Stick.
Everybody loves it. Everybody loves it. We pick on each other.
Yeah, it's just Stick.
Yeah, it's Stick, and we pick on each other.
How does Juicy keep from cracking up?
That's the bald guy at the record store.
Oh, behind the counter? Is that?
Yeah, well, that's how he always is. That's his natural expression. Like, I never.
That was those 2 guys arguing like over a dime was freaking ridiculous. Like, can you go 660? I'm like, what the hell?
Yes, I do. I'm very interested in it.
Featuring Taylor Swift.
Why? Because it's Ringo, and I like Ringo.
Well,
I like Elle King too. If you want to try to, I got to save my thing now. I just don't like her doing country. Ringo, I like doing country.
Yeah, but I think Ringo is suited for country.
Ringo's suited for country. It's all right with me.
When even like what goes on in your mind and all that kind of stuff, and I thought
I agree, Peter.
So, yeah, I think he's talking about the guy with the 6 or 7 records, and well, I'll give you $6. Could you make it 7? Like, he just offered you 6. Take it. You must have.
And they're down to 650. Can you go 660? A dime. They're arguing over a dime. I'm like,
well, I could never do that. I don't have the nerve to do that if I was Juicy.
No, neither would I. But I'm watching that, and I just felt like throwing a brick at it. Shut up! Take the money. Can you make it $5.60?
If I was standing behind him in line, I'd really reach out my pocket and throw a dime on the counter and say, "Here, deal's done." Just
get out.
It's a
I don't
dime.
know what comes in, but like it's just seems to have a little stack of garbage. It looks like literal garbage.
Well, that's what I mean. You get, every now and then you get a guy in the comments, "Oh, you got to stop abusing this guy. You should give him more money." I'm like, the guy has crap. You're lucky they even entertain him. They even like bother giving him anything.
He never comes in to buy anything.
No,
I guess.
No.
So I don't know. As soon as you see him, it's like, oh, this is a downer. Oh, I have to watch this guy. But Juicy just flip. Doesn't even look at him there.
And sometimes they do it twice. He does it. It goes through it again. Can you give me $6, $7? And then he looks through it again to see. I think they always do that. I don't know what. When any customer they do that, they look through it again.
They get $1 a piece, probably. Jeez. You got 60 more cents out of it, hooray. Sigmund Freud would have a field day with that guy.
Well, people love him for whatever reason. Most people.
I think he's
there now, but you used to see him showing up in a cab, and the cab ride's got to be more than he's getting from the record store. I was like, what the hell, this guy?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of this guy.
What can I say?
I
try to put him at the end usually.
But like I take stuff to the record store, but at least it's something you've heard of instead of.
He had the second All in the Family album. That was pretty cool. So he had Elvis in the last one. Elvis albums, All in the Family. I don't know what else. My legs. I've been sitting here long. I've been sitting here like 4 hours in one spot with my legs bent like this. It's not good.
Exactly. That's what he was doing in the original ones. He'd take a cab, and I'm like,
first of all, we're talking about who, the guy in the video?
Yeah,
he's never taken a cab.
No, in the early ones, you filmed him once coming in. He got a cab, pulls up, he got out of a cab, and I'm like, he brings in this crap and gets a couple bucks and leaves.
As far as I gotta watch that because as far as I know, he always drove. I don't remember him.
He's lost his car.
Oh.
I wonder where he gets the records from. Not from his collection, I'm sure.
He finds them. He gets them from the curb.
Yeah, he finds junk and he tries to sell junk.
When Bazooka Joe used to put a bunch out at the curb as like garbage, and he's getting them from that.
No, but people throw records out in neighborhoods. I used to see it all the time back in the early 80s. I used to go for walks and see records all the time. I'd look through them. There was rarely anything I wanted, but sometimes.
Yes, I've often found good records at the flea market. Not in recent videos, but I have found many actually.
You haven't done many.
How often do you watch me? There's been a long time, you say, but I don't know.
I don't know. Have they cut down on the flea markets? You haven't done many.
We were going to go today, and then the problem is that I usually when I go with my girlfriend. She's not in the video, but we go. She goes her way, and I go my way. And she's been working Sundays. That's why we haven't gone. But I could still go anyway. She doesn't start working until like 11:30 on Sundays. I could go at 9:30, 10 o'clock. But I don't. No, I'm not going to interview him. No, absolutely not. But yeah, well, that guy. Astro Zombie, you're all right. You have been watching for a while. Yeah, that guy is. What the heck is his name again? Yeah, man, I know it like I know your guy's name. Wow, this is happening. Warren. His name's Warren.
Need more Warren.
I'm saying Tata now because I'm going to work tomorrow.
You're off. I gotta get off too, man. My legs.
So take care.
I'm gonna.
Hey, Jurgen.
I'm gonna stand up.
I'm in my 80s and I feel great.
That one's better than the other one.
You need to have.
Oh my God! I'm standing. Oh, Jesus! Gotta keep your legs moving.
James Byers has been collecting obscure doo-wop records. His current favorite is All Blocked Up by the Oh shit. Okay.
That's true, Astro Zombie. You've been around for a long time, which I always said was interesting because you say you're not a Beatles guy.
Yeah. How come Julio hasn't been on lately?
Yeah, he hasn't gone there in a long time. The only time he might stop in there now is if they go to a record show that's close by. They stop there, but he doesn't go. I think he's got his personal reasons why he doesn't go there. Honestly,
I haven't seen them much lately.
I certainly do remember that, Jim. I certainly do.
Don got confused for Charlie.
I might give this guy Spring Hill Jim yet another chance. Not that you probably in likelihood never needed a chance. You know what I mean? Never. But
you've got a chance anyway. Hooray for you! Yes. Gee, I don't get to use this one.
Shut up.
Well, I think I remember that.
People have been pretty liberal lately. I don't know. Yeah. Oh, we don't have the Jeff Kendall today. That must be the problem.
Yeah, Jeff's not here.
Yeah. He may be off tending to his cats.
Needs to unplug his router for a few minutes and then plug it back in.
Come on, people. What's on your so-called mind?
Hey.
Oh.
Yes. Oh no.
No.
That was very awkward.
It was. There's a lot of people who have come and gone. Oh, wow. Wait a minute. I don't have this ready here.
I hate that thing, and I hate the snowman.
I know he doesn't have his ears anymore.
I know. When was the last time?
I can't have them at all.
And I hate showing that too. I've got two of them. If anybody wants one, I got a spare, but I don't know where it is now.
Yeah, we haven't paid homage to Beans for a while.
Oh, I mean, I love Beans. Beans, I love. I just
I
hate looking for the button. I can't find them.
Oh, Jeff says I'm here. We miss you, Jeff. We miss you, Jeff.
Jeff, seriously, try unplugging your router for like 5 or 10 minutes and then plugging it back in. I know you'll miss 10 minutes of the show, but it might fix your problem.
Now, see, Jeff is having trouble. So,
Ollie Perry, hold on a second. I go back to Ollie Perry. Here we go again. Did I ban you? I don't know what this is all about. You know, is Ollie Perry the guy that's been up here in the background looking like in the darkness? I don't remember blocking you. Not that I have a great memory all the time, but again, like I got a guy at the record store. He says, "Oh, I'm blocked." And I said, I look in the section. His name's not in there as a blockee. So
I know there was a while that I thought James Farley was blocked, but I couldn't find his name in the list. But apparently he's not. I don't know how that worked. Oh, well, here's another one. Joe, you blocked Peter Boothroyd on your channel.
Yeah, but I thought we fixed that. Did we fix that?
It doesn't sound like it.
Well, you happened here the other day. You know what it's like, Doc, right? Accidentally sometimes, or
yeah. Well, I went through that.
Maybe Ollie said something that pissed me off once. I don't know.
I couldn't find any info that I had even blocked them in the first place. So, but
you go into your block people. There's block people in there. You go in there, you just get rid of it. And sometimes people say they're blocked. They're not there. We'll try it again, Jim. I just got to make sure you're the right Jim, because there's hundreds of your accounts.
I don't know. James wants to know what Tim is hiding behind that poster.
There's a stack of CDs there. You guys have seen it. I did that because when I go green screen and I put something behind me, if there's a stack of CDs there, you can see them over my head, and it's really weird. And if I move that poster over a foot, which is all I did, now my green screen works better. Not that I use it much, but that's why I moved it there.
I see.
Better. It works better with it there. So
I just want to ask Spring Hill Jim a question. Jim, how do you put this? With your handle's the one that says 5, right? Spring Hill Jim 5, just 5. That's the real you. Yes, no. But then again, somebody here could be talking to me another Spring Hill Jim. This could be another Spring Hill Jim entirely.
It never ends. Never ends. I don't know. Here's an observation. That guy who tries to sell the records looks like Jim Croce with a beard. I don't see that.
Right.
I'm afraid I disagree.
By the way, somebody showed me that great Friday night ABC lineup. They had the lineup in a TV guide. Somebody put a picture of it up, and I copied it, and it had Brady Bunch at 8:00, Partridge Family at 8:30, 9:00 they had Room 222, 9:30 was The Odd Couple, and 10:00 was Love American Style.
Yep,
that sounds right.
And it was great. Then it says under The Odd Couple at 9:30, it says new season. It says Oscar tries computer dating and Felix blows a fuse. And I know that episode, and it's great. Like that, to think that was like the first time it was shown.
Question for Joe: when is the one-hand clapping film playing at your place?
Well, I'm going on Saturday the 28th. Saturday the 28th. But I found another place that's playing at the 26th. I don't think I'm going to go to both. I'm already set for that. I'd rather see it sooner than later and talk about it, but I'll probably wait till the 28th.
Oh, Joe, do you think putting yourself on your Mayo channel would make you more motivated to do movie videos and chat?
I really don't know. And I know it's, I'm sorry. I don't want to take too much time, Doc, over here, because God knows I talk about that enough over on my channel. But I really don't know. I mean, I don't know I cannot make my mind up. Some things I'm really good at, man. I make my mind right up. Other things, I don't know what the heck to do. I sometimes I think, it'd be fun having everything on the big channel. Just have everything there. That's me. That's who I am, and it's all about me. The other time I think, no, I love the idea of having things like organized, separately, that fit a certain place. So, it's really tough.
Stay tuned. We'll confirm the rumors. James Byers says he might go see One Hand Clapping, but I hope it gets a DVD release. Who's that up to? Who's putting out McCartney's stuff?
What am I have the camera on?
But not movies. Who knows?
And if one more person, I hear one more person, because I get it all the time, say, "Oh man, that doesn't look good. It don't look good." It's like that's not the point. That's not the point. First of all, it looks serviceable enough to enjoy it. Who you can see. Well, that's Paul. That's Linda. That's Jimmy. You could tell who everybody is, and they look clear enough. It doesn't have to look 4K for this, but to be in a theater with big booming sound, hearing it like like a concert, I think that would be cool. And the picture's good enough to watch them playing.
Are we getting Let It Be on DVD?
There's nothing confirmed for that yet.
Yeah, there's nothing. The rumors have been December for a while, but there's nothing I've seen confirmed.
Yeah.
Problem with one hand clapping is the blur.
Here we go.
It's probably shot in 360p. Yeah, man, it's not going to look good. Might sound great, but I don't know. Just listen to it. Just fall asleep in the movie theater and listen to it.
I already made my point about it.
It'll make a little bit of money. Peter Jackson can't do much with it.
You could clean it up with AI, but it wouldn't look natural if you did. I wouldn't.
It looked like Thunderbirds.
As much as I don't want to see it because it's not going to look good. I don't want him to mess with AI and fix it either.
Yes, I've seen that trailer, and the first thing that pissed me off about it is the first thing he does is announces himself as Brian Epstein, and he never said Brian Epstein. He always called himself Epstein. Maybe because he was posh and more like hoity-toity, he always called himself Epstein. All the times he mentions his name on camera or something, that's how he says it. Other people say it that way. Lennon says it that way. His secretary says that. And then, this is a big, long answer, but it was cool. It's a good answer because there was some kind of YouTube channel where it's two women who do a Beatle podcast audio. I don't know the name of it. And they really went in depth and talked to the family of Brian, interviewed people, went through old footage, and they came to the conclusion, the family even said that Epstein was the way the family said it. They all said it Epstein, but he said Epstein. So because that's the way he said it, for him to go in there and say, I'm Brian Epstein, that's already a big mistake. People say, so what? So what? But I think that's a big mistake. And then you see Ed Sullivan played by Jay Leno, and I'm like, oh my God, it looks ridiculous. And some of the other things in the trailer, you can't go by a trailer, of course. You gotta see the movie.
Yeah. I don't know, has the TV special Paul did in '73 ever been released? James Paul McCartney?
It was released as part of the was it the band on the what was it? It was
the Red Rose Speedway box, I think. But was it released in the box, or did you have to buy the two together? I can't remember. But
I think it's just the Red Rose Speedway box itself. I think. I mean, you didn't have to buy it.
I know that.
I have it there.
But that doesn't look great either. It looks better than it ever has. But
yeah, that's another thing. You would think that I think they could get better, but
I don't know. It's still going to be videotaped on 1973 British videotape, which wasn't great.
How about the 2010 Band on the Run?
I don't know if that's where it was. Or I think Tim's right. I think it was on.
It's Red Rose Speedway. That's the album he was. Live and Let Die was a brand new single.
One Hand Clapping was on the 2010 Band on the Run.
Yeah, this was pre Band on the Run by quite a bit.
So why is this going to the theaters then? If everybody already has it?
Not everybody doesn't really have it in this, unless you have the Band on the Run, the 2010 edition, that's just 14 years old. But
they're taking a chance that nobody's gonna.
Well, I still think theaters are the best way and exciting and all this stuff. But now they're putting everything in a theater.
And I haven't seen the 2010 Band on the Run version, but I doubt the audio has been cleaned up in that.
Right. The audio is at least going to be cleaned up. That's a good point.
So that's one thing right there.
But there's John Lennon stuff that's going to be in the movie theater. Like they have two documentaries. One of them is the week that they did the Mike Douglas show, John and Yoko All Week. They have a documentary on that coming in the theater. And then they have the other one, the 1-to-1 Madison Square Garden charity performance.
James got the James Paul McCartney years ago on a DVD download. Looks great, better than the broadcast. 2010 version is edited.
Isn't there two slightly different versions of the James Paul McCartney special?
I don't know about
slightly
that.
Different in the UK than it was in England.
I'm not sure about that.
See, I'm thinking it was, but I can't. I'm thinking the medley was a little longer when Linda's
Varsity? I don't know.
photographing him. I'm thinking he did maybe one more song in the medley, and there might be like another difference.
I used to have that Bruce McMouse thing, but I don't think I have
Now
it
he's
anymore.
saying, of the other movie. Okay, I was
One hand
talking
clapping is that I don't know which. There is there is some edit, a little bit edited, but it's not anything great, you know. There's the song "Suicide." Paul does a little bit of suicide on it, but I don't know if that's not on the album that came out.
I thought it was. It's on the McCartney album.
Yeah, it's on the McCartney. Well, I get mixed up here. The McCartney album has "Suicide" on it, but he did it on One Hand Clapping.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Yeah. Well, no, it's the one hand clapping version that's on. So maybe I'm amazed. They're both from One Hand Clapping on
what? What do you mean on the McCartney?
On the McCartney. He put the Maybe I'm Amazed from One Hand Clapping and Suicide from One Hand Clapping.
On the regular, you mean on the regular album that was released, McCartney album?
On the 2 CD set with on the bonus cuts on the 2 CD set, you get both of those.
Anyway, it's not in the version that's going around now of One Hand Clapping. They took it out. I don't know if it's going to be in the theater one or not.
I would assume so, but who knows?
If you look at the album, the new album, it's not on it.
Yeah, and in the theater, you're getting the backyard tape apparently, which.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen that yet in its entirety. So
I've never seen it in its entirety, but I've seen parts of it.
Forgot about that.
Yeah, but I think the version on the McCartney is from One Hand Clap. I could be wrong, but I think it is. I know Maybe I'm Amazed is. I'm 100% on that.
Suicide is an outtake.
It's actually my favorite version of Maybe I'm Amazed. Most people don't like it, but I do.
I guess you could consider An American Werewolf in London like a modern horror classic. I personally don't have any use for it, except the effects.
Or Werewolf in Washington.
Yeah, I got to see the Werewolf of Washington. And put that right aside the One Hand Clapping videos on MeanMrMayo.
We need a review. We need a review.
Yeah, definitely. I got to watch it one of these Saturday nights.
I don't think you'll like it anyway. It's a comedy.
That movie probably got streamed not very long ago. Might any time now. It might still, because I can't remember the name of the channel. It's one of these channels that puts out old stuff. They've been doing lots of streams, and they streamed Elvira, Mistress of the Dark. So they could have. She showed that, so they could have streamed that.
I prefer Werewolf of London from 35 too. And I also love Bip Bop, by the way.
Not going back a ways. Jeez, what's that, like 80 years or 90 years? Whoa. What? Now we're already talking about stuff that's already almost 100 years old. Wow. I feel old. I don't know. Maybe it's in the public domain now. Everybody could do something with it. Everybody's so-called mind is kind of.
I'd like to have that little miniature Jupiter 2 model that they show you in that episode when it shrinks down to the Jupiter 2.
There are several Jupiter 2s actually.
Like, do you remember in that episode, the one with the hat thing, machine?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's like the 18-inch one, roughly.
Yeah, why didn't he just say say it again that he wanted the real size, a real Jupiter 2?
Well, he never thought he was going to get a model, but still, like bring me a Jupiter 2, and he gets a model. The model shows up later on in another episode too. They use it for
They reuse things like monsters and stuff, all constant, like that one with the keeper when the animals are coming out of the keeper ship, and it's the same monsters over and over again coming out of it.
We'll shoot them by their feet. No one will ever know. Even the Cyclops comes out like, gee, he's drunk.
I don't know. I think I saw it and didn't think it was a big deal. No, the burning. That's what I saw. The burning, I didn't think was a big deal. I don't think I've ever seen burnt offerings all the way.
I haven't. That looks interesting to me.
What?
Wonder if that's on YouTube. I will look for that on YouTube.
I don't know. That sounds pretty spooky. I don't know. That's something to watch on a rainy night.
But the problem with finding silent films on YouTube is some of them are actually silent. And that's
right.
Good.
The guy has an
sort of musical accompaniment.
Dr. Smith is never happy. Looking for rubies and emeralds and diamonds.
Oh dear.
What are you going to do with them in space? You're stuck in space. What are you going to do with all of this stuff? We'll open a hotel with a cash register.
Yeah, with 2 weeks in space.
Oh, it's dumb.
It is dumb.
Dumb.
I love it. Like when I got Will running around with the suitcases and stuff.
And you can't tell that the suitcases are just foam cut. And he's struggling with them. Come on, it's a foam.
Smith's Happy Acres.
Yeah.
Well, that's my problem with all television shows where there's luggage involved. There's never anything in it, and you can always tell. You know, these women that weigh 90 pounds walking through a city with a big suitcase in either hand, just going la-di-da. You know, it's like, come on, make it look like there's something in it at least.
They didn't even bother trying. They just got big pieces of foam.
And the honeymooners, they make it look like it's heavy. Do you remember, like, when the maid, they get the maid and they hire the maid, and then they're at the office, and then Ralph carries a bag. And he's like, oh, it's like weighs a ton.
Yeah, but most of the time they just.
I think Ollie Perry's talking about Todd Slaughter. Todd Slaughter movies. I think I've seen him. I used to have a friend that was into all that stuff. We watched a lot of it.
Well, yeah, but if you buy it on DVD, I think they usually put some sort of a soundtrack on.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Sometimes on YouTube they're just silent, and it's like, okay, I need something.
But they have the cards with the dialogue on them.
Yeah. No, nobody from the inception of movies, and I'm talking the very first one. Nobody ever went in, sat down, and just watched a silent movie playing. They always had accompaniment from the earliest days of movies. There was always accompaniment.
Oh, excuse me, Doc. What did you? I seem to remember something about your opinion of Godzilla, the new Godzilla movie. What did you say you saw it?
Yeah, I saw it. It was okay.
What was your situation again? Where did you see it? I don't remember.
Oh, that was probably a couple months ago, beginning of the summer.
You didn't care. I don't know. You didn't see it in the movies though.
Yeah. Yeah, was it the one with the family? Something or other. Yeah. I don't remember. That was too long ago. Tim, have you seen Bonnie and Clyde? Jeez.
I did once, and I didn't. It was okay. I didn't see what the fuss was about that everybody's always made.
I agree. I feel the same thing.
It was fine, but I don't think it was any better than what?
And Faye Dunaway was fine.
Yeah, well, I'm trying to think what the movie was that was made in the 40s about who got killed. Dillinger. Like, I don't think it was any better than Dillinger from the 40s, really. I just didn't.
Yeah, I only saw it once myself.
Excuse me, I'm writing this movie down so I don't forget.
Mark this down. Make notes.
Ba, 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 ba.
You're not going to sleep
Because
tonight.
I always forget things. All right.
I'm ready to fall asleep now.
I hate hearing a song before I go to bed.
That happens to you?
Yeah, well, yeah. You hear a song before you go to bed, and you're laying on the pillow, and ba 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 ba.
I would like some new tape recordings, please.
Mother, look at my dress. like
Cinderella's not either. Well, those reel-to-reel tape, but you wouldn't have that in the 90s anymore, like those reel-to-reel tape.
No one was more attractive than Natalie Wood. Not even Faye Dunaway.
Well, Natalie Wood is way up there for me, way up on my list. But I mean, there's other people too. I like Raquel. Well, you know who I'm liking that's got a weirdness to her that I like, that's kind of a more modern person? I think she's like 39 though. Aubrey Plaza. Is that her name? I've seen interviews where she's kind of nutty, but in a good way.
What do you think about Betty Davis?
She looked good in the 30s, I thought. 1930s.
Later on, she kind of lost her luster.
But they exaggerated that sometimes in the films. I just watched the What's My Line with her from like the early 60s, and I thought she still looked fine, actually. Maybe it was the 50s. I can't remember. Like, I've watched so many of those lately. But she looked fine anyway. She didn't look nearly as bad as you'd think she would have looked.
I think I know that Jane Birkin name somewhere. It sounds familiar.
Jane Birkin was the wife of Serge Gainsbourg, one of the most famous, maybe the most famous French singer of all time. And she did some movies. And her daughter is I can't think of her first name, but Gainsbourg. That's an actress. Has been an actress for like 20 years. That's their daughter. Yeah, Charlotte Gainsbourg. Oh yeah, Myrna Loy is one of my favorites. I think Myrna Loy was drop dead gorgeous. Yes,
I guess that's a movie. Jetem.
Springfield. They did Jetem, but he actually did that with Brigitte Bardot before he did it with Jane Birkin, but that got banned even in France. So he redid it a couple of years later with Jane Birkin.
Yeah, Mamie Van Doren and Diana Dors.
I've never been so hot on Mamie, but Diana Dors was pretty.
There's a lot of old names coming up.
I seem to remember that names from somewhere that I kind of liked her, I think.
She's a typical 60s looking tall thin brunette.
Hubba.
French, but she wasn't actually. She's English.
Hey, where's? Oh,
where's the beef?
There we go. That's Clara Peller.
Yeah.
You're my kind of woman, female.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Was that Groucho Marx? Is that where that's from? One of those. Wow. But that's what we do around here. Talk about stars of the days gone by. Clark Gable. We'll talk about their secrets that just have been revealed.
Ba, 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 ba.
You need a new song, Joe. Well, of course, Suzanne Plachette. What do you think?
Oh, yeah. I liked her better older, too.
Yeah, some women just
age well.
Yeah, age very well.
Yeah.
One of my favorites, and you guys will be like, really? But yeah, believe it or not, Arlene Francis. I love. I mean, she started out in like 1950 on What's My Line, and when that show ended in 1967, to me, she's more attractive 17 years later than she was. I mean, she just got better and better and better.
She looked better than Kitty Carlisle.
Incredible.
Kitty Carlisle.
Yeah. I have a puzzle of that where's the beef scene. Arlene Francis is gorgeous.
Oh yeah, no, she had.
Yeah, I know her.
And she's just witty and smart, and that's I love intelligence. That's like my favorite quality. And Arlene was so intelligent.
All kinds of beautiful movie stars. Yes.
Yes.
Anne Hathaway.
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about Peggy Cass.
Yeah, I don't know about. If
I've never heard Peggy Cass sing.
Yvette Mimo was I believe she is the blonde human in why can't I think of movies? The Time Machine, like the 1961 film or whatever it is.
Oh, that's Yvette Mimieux, isn't it?
Yeah. When he goes to the future and he hooks up with the Bond woman, I believe that's who that is.
Marta Kristen.
Yeah, well, I mean, she's nice. I'm just not as wild about her as a lot of people are. Look at my dress.
She's got no lungs.
Yeah, she has a real like sore throaty voice or something.
Well, it's everything is breathless that comes out of her mouth. What did we do? I don't know.
I don't want any
sound. You all right? Gosh.
Oh man, this is getting crazy now. Just talking about women slobbering over women.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that Funicello, wah.
She's got a sad story.
Well, sad ending. That's a video. The sad ending of Annette Funicello.
That is a true one.
Yeah. But it'll go on for 20 minutes, though. That's the problem. It'll tell you all about her life for the first 15 minutes, and then the part you tuned in for is what they'll show you. But yeah, it's more clickbait. Sad ending of Harpo Marx. Yeah, oh really? Oh boo-hoo.
Ba 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 ba.
See, that's good stuff. It gets stuck in your head. It's great stuff. Yes.
It's on the original album with the red cover.
Yep.
The other one,
which I don't have on CD.
Yeah.
Get that.
Don't forget that fabulous drummer.
That kid is nothing but a troublemaker.
Ouch! Stop biting me. Stop.
I don't know. When you're in the same room with Jeremy
That was the guy that tried to scream.
Yeah, that's somebody pretending to be somebody else. Yes. I've never seen Old Yeller.
Nah.
I never have either.
Oh man, getting tired here.
I've heard about it, but never seen it. See, it's in the Disney vault. That's where it is. Hasn't been released yet. Something. James Foley, who? What? Who? What? What? Who?
I know what, but I'm not gonna say. Figure it out, James. That's all I'm gonna say.
I think I'm gonna get going, fellas. So it's up to you two. Then it's safe to come up.
Okay.
I sound like somebody else.
It's lunchtime.
All right. See you all later.
Okay.
Joe.
Wow.
Oh, thank goodness he's gone.
Oh,
It never gets old.
Well, is Suzanne Crowe? No. David Cassidy, Suzanne Crowe, and Dave Madden are the three deceased, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I think that's right. Yeah. So. We're not going to talk about Tila Louise anymore.
No.
No. She doesn't deserve it. I don't know if, well, is Jeff Kendall still out there? Maybe he's ready to try again by now. It's been a while.
He might still be unplugged because you need to unplug. For the reason you can't just unplug and plug back in is there's capacitors in all electronics and they hold electricity. So you have to wait for the electricity in the capacitors to dissipate. Otherwise, you unplug something, you just plug it right back. It's like it wasn't unplugged. There's still electricity in it. It's not going to reset itself. You have to wait for the electricity in the capacitors to diminish. And once it does, and you plug it back in. And that's why I have to unplug my computer for a while before I can turn it back on, because there's a lot of stuff in computers that will keep energy for quite a while.
He heard me. He's going to try. And from what I can see down there, he's moving. Ooh. So maybe let's test it out.
Hello.
Wow.
Hello.
No. Okay.
Well, it's better than it was. Yeah.
It's better than it was.
Mm-hmm. I unplugged everything and plugged it all back in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
better
what
than it was. It's not perfect, but it's better than it was.
Well, guys, what I missed?
Nothing.
It's been a stupid show from.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doc, why don't you put him where he belongs?
Well, I'm afraid that if I do, you might go poof. You might go poof.
Yeah. Well, you know.
Nice. He's just a little off, but
I don't think you missed a thing, Jeff.
Okay.
Sorry, Doc, but I don't think you missed anything today.
Okay, I was wondering. Yeah.
Yeah, so far so good. How about this one? Linda Ronstadt.
Now, which one is that? Is it
I don't know.
Or an album?
Yeah, it's a later. It's like they took those first two and made them into one.
Yeah, because I have the first Greatest Hits album. I like the earlier stuff.
21 tracks of Linda Ronstadt.
Oh, okay. Got the best of the later years, yeah.
Well, no, it's got like When Will I Be Loved and Blue Bayou. So it's kind of a mishmash.
Yeah.
Linda Ronstadt. There you go.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Uh-oh. What am I hearing? Testing 1 2. Uh-oh. Wave at us, Jeff. Wave at us, Jeff.
CD out too long, Doc. The cat.
I don't know. It's like watching a Japanese movie.
Hello.
The most movie unless it comes out.
We can hear you. You're just a little. It's like you've got some frames missing.
What's up with? I think he's got a connection problem or something. He needs to vacuum out his thing. Is the song what's new?
This is weird.
What's new?
That's her later. It's going to be towards the end, if it is, probably.
No, I don't see it.
That's her Nelson Riddle stuff. Her orchestral stuff.
Yeah. No, this would be like her usual. I imagine she went really country.
Easy listening.
And so, know what's new.
Yeah, or easy listing stuff. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
$5. Wasn't exactly a bargain, but $5. Just because first time I'd even seen it. So I thought, I'll take it just because I've never come across any Linda Ronstadt in a while. So I decided to buy it. Yes. I don't know. Hey, Tim, favorite BG Mino.
Mm-hmm.
What does that mean? I don't know what a Mino is.
I still like How Can You Mend a Broken Heart?
I don't know. My favorite Bee Gee album is Bee Gees First. But I don't know what you're asking.
Oh, he's definitely froze now. Look at that. Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh. Ah! Well, it's better, but now we got a silent movie going.
I still don't know what you mean, Lee. I mean, Min? What does that mean? Min. I'm still confused.
We need somebody to figure this out. I mean, Tim's favorite BG Min. Min?
Yeah.
I mean Min.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't know.
Whoops, no, that's not it.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
Oh, Matthew Smith, you're just in time.
Yeah, really. Well, yeah, there's no real reason to get rid of them at the moment.
No. We were just trying to get him back so he can, be Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, I have not seen one cat walk by. Ooh.
I am.
Yam? What are you, Am?
Maybe it's just a rough day. That's
yeah, it's atmospheric trouble. The Phantom Carriage is now uploaded, Mr. Allen. Just needs a few minutes to process the HD.
Wow.
A movie from 1921 in HD.
Like I said, well, it's filmed just like any other film. There's no silent films look great on Blu-ray. By the way, they look fantastic. Some of the best looking films I've seen on Blu-ray are silent.
Yeah, apparently this was out on Blu-ray on Criterion. The best you can do.
Yeah. Well, no, but
Jeff. Oh, come on, Jeff. Oh. Tim favorite Bee Gees member, mine is Robin.
I don't know if I have a favorite member. Probably Maurice, just because I think he was probably the most talented. He's the guy that at least played instruments, and he played more than one. I know he's the least as far as singing and songwriting goes.
We needed a duet with him and Frankie Valli.
But he
I really like.
Robin probably had the best voice, and Barry was the stud.
What is it? Was he trying to do his best Casey Kasem or something? What was this about? Or the guy I'd laugh in? I don't remember his name. The hand to the ear.
when you sing, if you plug one ear, you actually hear the sound of your voice way better. That's why he's not. A lot of people do that.
Test it. 1, 2. Test it. Sounds like, I don't know. The password is.
But it's on YouTube, and anybody that's a Bee Gees fan should watch this. I don't know when this was. Sometime in the late 70s or 80s. Might even been later. Might even been the 90s. I don't know. The Bee Gees were on a British talk show, and the host is just talking down to them. And finally, Barry gets up, takes his mic off, and just walks off stage. And then the other two are like, they look at each other and they sort of nod and go, "Yep," and they did the same thing, and they just walked out on this guy. It's really great footage. Good for them. You're really like good for them.
Look how clear he is this time.
Wow.
Ooh.
How long will it last?
Hello, Jeff. No, you got to speak.
Hello.
Oh.
Hello.
That's
that time. The first time his voice didn't match.
Hello. Hi. You hear me then? Okay.
Is it Clive Anderson or Ollie? Anyway, it's great. It's great to see the Bee Gees just go screw you and leave. It's like, good for you.
Clive Anderson was probably the host of the thing.
Yeah, he's talking to them like they're a joke, like they're, to their faces, and they're like, and they just laughed, and it's like Barry's the first, and then the other two just, yep, they're out of there.
I'm as mad as hell, and I don't have to take this anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, great show.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I got on Google Chrome instead of Bing. So I'm on Google Chrome. So that's
so it was.
You look actually clearer this time.
Yeah. It was browser.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't think of that.
Well, Jeff, show us something.
Okay. We have a little time left. I went to the thrift store and they had a half price sale. So I spent $3. I'm a cheapskate. I bought this for $2.50, and this is one of them cheapy sets that has 50 movies in it. This is what you need to buy if you want to get a collection of classic movies. The quality is but they're watchable, and usually these will run you about $5. This run me $2.50. And if you like Hammer films, this is kind of a rarity. It was the last Hammer horror film with Christopher Lee. 1975. I got this one to 50 cents.
Wow.
A pretty good film. So that was my $3.
Wow.
Look at that. He got through that without
without a glitch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Wow. What browser were you using before?
Bing. I started using Google Chrome. You see, because Google Chrome was fouling me up last fall, you remember? So I went to Bing, and now I'm off Bing back on Google Chrome. So maybe it'll be better.
Bing. Bing's a piece of shit. Don't use
Bing. No more Bing.
No more Bing.
I'm Binged out. Okay, well.
But a friend of mine is saying, like, haven't you used DuckDuckGo yet?
I don't think so. I might try that sometime.
No. Well, Opera is supposed to be really good. I think Paul Fit to Be Tied-Eyed uses Opera, but they advertise so much they just seem scammy to me. So I haven't tried it.
Yeah, but I've got an ad blocker anyway, which works most of the time. There is some stuff that it doesn't do anything for, but DuckDuckGo is supposed to be very reduced in ads. So,
well, they say they have ads, but they don't follow you around. They say they're not listening to you. So, like, as soon as we talk about the Partridge Family for 5 minutes and then go to YouTube, it's going to be nothing but Partridge Family videos showing up. DuckDuckGo says they don't do that. They don't listen to you and follow you around.
So if I get DuckDuckGo and I go on eBay, I won't be getting all these. This person has died, or this family is talking about secrets or something.
If you don't talk about it, and according to them, I can't say it's true. I'm just saying that's what they're saying. I don't know it to be true.
I would say if Jagger or Richards dies, the Stones are done.
You think so?
I think there'll be music. I think there'll be music. It won't be new music, but like Petty keeps coming out with new, and it's the stuff Petty didn't release in his life is fantastic. But he even talked about that while he was alive. That he's got an archive that can go for quite a long time.
When a band's been around 60 years, there must be stuff in the vault.
Oh, I'm sure there is.
I'm sure there is.
But are people interested? This is a real conundrum because everybody says that we're all interested in
music,
in nostalgia and all this stuff. But the Rolling Stones put out their BBC album, and I was like, yes, and nobody cared. And I'm like, why? Why don't people care about this? This is amazing.
Yeah.
And nobody cared. And I'm like,
I really like the Who's BBC album. It's got some really good stuff.
Yeah. So does the Stones. Just they should care about this kind of stuff.
Taylor Swift was out at the same time and they could not compete.
Right. And I have some stuff on the way, but I won't tell you until I get it. So
you're looking good, Jeffrey.
Oh, thank you, Lee. Well, one of the items I ordered is that Genesis thing that Tim had with the gray cover. I have found myself a good copy of that one and a few other things. So.
Stay tuned for
more for the basically a kind of a birthday fest because my son's giving me something and I got early stuff from Doc. Thank you. And I got a few things I ordered myself, and there you go. We'll see what happens. So,
coming for Christmas, Matthew. Coming for Christmas. There's going to be the Partridge
Family. Yeah, that'll be next. That'll be next.
Great.
I got the TV set. 4 versions of Whole Lot of Love on it.
Yeah. Well,
go ahead.
Well, they did what they did. People complain about that kind of stuff, but they did it's radio. Just because you didn't catch them doing a Whole Lot of Love the first time doesn't mean that you don't want to hear them do it 2 weeks later. It's radio. It wasn't meant for release, but I'm glad it exists.
Yeah, I have a promotional disc from the BBC set. It's got like a dozen songs on it. It's pretty good. So
I collect BBC. I want everybody I can get on BBC, and
Rhino,
quite a few that I still want and don't have.
So we're not going to be talking about Oasis anymore.
No,
we're having a big fight about Oasis. You like Oasis? You don't like Oasis?
Oasis.
Yeah, I haven't heard any Oasis, so I can't. After we get off the stream, I might listen to a song or two and see what they're like.
So Jeff, what was it like being in a coma? I don't know how you could
my head was all I never heard of Oasis when they were,
Yeah, but I remember when they came on the radio, but it just like, oh, there's that Oasis again. I did not care. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Well, it happens.
I have some BBC Oasis. I have bootleg BBC Oasis and other places, but some of it's BBC.
Oh yeah, some Apple stuff too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I am not bouncing around for the Oasis reunion because it probably won't last anyhow. So.
Yeah,
we'll
Badfinger were on BBC.
3 shows and they'll be fighting again. Don't look back in anger. I heard you say.
Yeah, I have on a bootleg. I have an acoustic version of it's billed as Oasis, but it's just Noel doing it, and it's really good. It's probably my favorite version of the song. It's just him on acoustic guitar in a radio studio.
Well, apparently, they're a lot more popular in England than here.
Well, they were, but they're English.
Yeah, even the Billboard book shows them as solid.
Well, like I said, I think that's all the singles that they released in America are the ones that they all charted.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You can't, it's not like today. It's not like today where you release an album and 14 songs on the album, 14 singles, go. It wasn't like that then. You had to release it as a single, and if the record label didn't, then it wasn't a single.
Yeah. Wait a minute. We have the biggest expert on Oasis down in the green room there. It's Danny and
Danny. Hey, Danny.
Uh-oh.
Hey, Danny.
Now we're in trouble.
Wait a minute. I want to tell everybody, this is history, okay? It'll take a few minutes, okay? In 1963, they assassinated John F. Kennedy, and in February 64, the Beatles came to America. Now this is an election year. So January, we're going to have a new president. We're all going to be depressed. And guess what? Oasis is coming to America.
And Danny's going to be off getting tickets.
Four guys are going to be coming. 4 mysterious guys are going to be coming to America, and this is what they look like. Okay, right there. That's it.
They don't look happy.
With Noel Gallagher being a genius songwriter.
Who's the drummer going to be, Danny? Do you know?
Not the original drummer. We don't know other than Liam and Noel Gallagher. You can make me
Yeah.
We don't know who's going to be touring with them.
I'm kind of hoping it's Zach Starkey again.
Yeah.
That would be nice. Yeah, he played with Oasis before. Sure, it'd be nice. Yeah. But you don't know what's coming. I'm telling you.
I know what's coming, and I ain't.
Doc, you're actually my enemy. I come on to spread the word. You know what I mean? I love you, Doc.
Yeah. Who's drumming for Oasis now? Is it Jeremy Gilwax? No.
Doing it again.
Just try them.
Exactly.
Just try their music.
Yeah.
Bonehead is touring with them. Who the hell is Bonehead?
Who's Bonehead?
Never heard of him.
Oh, Jeremy? Jeremy, what the hell is his name?
Yeah, Jeremy. You don't know.
Gilwax?
Gilwax. Yeah.
Oh, that's Jeremy?
Jeremy Gilwax, yes. Famous biter.
Yeah. And Susan Crowe would have been on the tambourine, or if she hadn't died. Yeah, she could have picked that tambourine, yeah.
Yes, hello, everybody. So what's new, Doc?
Oh, nothing. Pretty slow show today, in fact.
Yeah.
I watched
problems.
I listened to it. I didn't have a chance to come up earlier. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, it's about time that you did.
Yeah, my dog's okay. The problem wasn't my dog. The problem was Joe's very confusing. You know what I mean? He's probably listening. I'm glad he's not on the live stream anymore because he's a pain in the ass. You know, usually Tuesdays and Sundays he goes to the school detention center to do the live stream. So this morning I thought he wasn't going to be on, so I didn't turn the computer on until like 11 o'clock. You know, but he was already done.
So Bonehead is the bassist of Oasis?
Yeah, other than Liam and Noel Gallagher, I don't know their names. You know.
Yeah, I heard that they were bringing back, at least one of the new guys or old guys. I don't know. I don't know who's going to drum. They've had at least 3 drummers, so I don't know who's going to.
Yeah.
Bill couldn't stand the drama.
I'm going to go see him. I'm actually going to go see him. I heard the other day the computers crashed. Trying to buy tickets. Everything went down.
But we have some exclusive footage of the Oasis rehearsal. Are you ready?
Okay.
I don't think I want to go see this. No. Just not.
Hey, where's that Oasis clip you got? You have a clip?
No, I don't
He
have
got rid of it.
Oh, Jesus. You should
Oasis. I had too many in the Rolodex over there, and it wasn't getting used. Who knew that about 3 months afterward? Yeah,
You know, Doc. You know what they say? Oasis.
Ah.
That's actually an album by Oasis.
Yeah, that's probably my third favorite Oasis album.
Is it? Yeah, I know. Tim likes Oasis. Yeah, those guys are great, man.
After the first two, that's probably my third favorite.
That sounded way better than Oasis.
You know, the master plan is all B-sides, and I tell you, those B-sides could be chart-hitting songs. You know, it's amazing. Oh yeah, throwaway songs. Oh, the master plan is a great album.
That's my next favorite album. Maybe even before Don't Believe the Truth. It's right up there. It's easily.
Oh yeah, very good stuff.
I mean, and it's all B-sides.
Don't you think Blur was better?
No, I don't.
I heard a couple songs. I didn't hear enough of Blur. You know,
I don't. But I think Beady Eye was as good, which surprised the hell out of me because I was always a Noel guy, and I don't like Noel's High Flying Birds all that much, but I liked Beady Eye a lot.
Yeah, I like both the single material. You know, you listen to Noel, you're listening to Oasis. You know.
Yeah, but it turned out Liam was a really good songwriter. If Noel would have let him, I mean, that first Beady Eye album is really good.
Yeah, they had. I watched a video, 10 songs that Noel Gallagher copied. One of them, if you listen to "Don't Look Back in Anger," the beginning, the opening is a piano. It sounds like Imagine. But he admitted that he copied that. But that's the first few bars of the song, and then the rest of the song sounds nothing like John Lennon.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Big groovy, Lisa. Well, everybody copied. The Beatles copied too. "Run for Your Life" is an Elvis song, and everybody copied everybody. You can't,
They all do that. Nothing wrong with that. But
I have an interview with U2 where the Edge says rock and roll is 90% theft, and he's absolutely right. It is. That's what he's absolutely right.
Yeah. You know what's better than Oasis and Blur combined?
What's that?
Melody.
Mud.
Oh, Mud. I heard of Mud. I never heard the music.
I started listening to Mud again early this week. Oh yeah, Mud, yeah.
I like Mud.
I like Mud. I know exactly. Tiger Feet.
You know, I don't think they're gonna put out new material. Maybe after they tour, but I'm hoping for new material. That's what I really want. You know.
I wish they would, and again, I wish Noel would leave some room on the album for some Liam songs. I really do. Liam's a good songwriter.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Danny, you are good on Joe's channel. Joe is always cutting in with those clips.
Hi, Lee. Thank you.
Lonely This Christmas. That's another Mud song. It didn't do as well as Slade, though. I don't think.
I love Slade. That's another band from England that I love.
Yeah, that's a band that really flopped in America until their resurgence in the 80s. They were
their material is awesome.
They never had a top 40 hit until the 80s, which is ridiculous.
It was too late by then. And
they had two at least, 2 or 3 they had in the 80s, but you know.
They did Come Feel the Noise, but Quiet Riot made it.
Yeah, Quiet Riot had hits with all their songs.
Yeah.
First 2 Quiet Riot singles were both Slade songs, for God's sake.
That's right.
Come On, Feel the Noise, and Mama, We're All Crazy Now.
Rehearsal sound like it had something to do with the JFK incident?
Doc is very gullible, so you gotta watch what you say. Doc believes everything. You gotta watch.
Yeah, I know. Quiet Riot stole the Slade songs and had the hits. Nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
But that happened in America all the time. Bo Donaldson stole from Pilot and Paper Lace, and I mean that's just what happened.
Did they do Billy Don't Be a Hero?
Yeah, Paper Lace did Billy Don't Be a Hero, and Pilot did Who Do You Think You Are? No, or was it Jigsaw? No, it was Jigsaw actually. Jigsaw did Who Do You Think You Are?
Yeah, they did Sky High, Jigsaw. Yeah, he did, yeah.
But that's the way. That's the way we've always been. But they do it too. Don't think that the British don't take American songs and do them, because they do. They everybody steals. Rock and roll is 90% theft. It's true. I mean,
well, they'll just take songs that were a hit someplace else and try to pretend they were their own or something like that.
They don't pretend. All you gotta do is take the album out of the jacket and look at who wrote it, and you can see that it's not their song. It's not like it's deceitful.
Yeah. Even John Lennon admitted to nicking Chuck Berry.
Oh, sure.
Yeah, well, and Elvis, and they
Beach Boys. Beach Boys too.
And the Beatles did what, 26 covers in their career or something like that.
Oh yeah.
Everybody did.
I
saw a video of her recently. She was on. They were doing a tribute for somebody, and here comes Tracy Ullman, who hadn't sung in front of an audience for like 40 years, and she did "They Don't Know," and she nailed it. It was actually pretty amazing that this woman now in her 60s, nailed that song like she'd been singing it her whole life, and she hadn't.
Didn't have Paul McCartney have a little bit of thing to do with that, though?
No, he's just in the video. No, he's just in the video. That's all.
Mm-hmm.
He was in the video because she was in Broad Street, so he returned the favor and was in her video.
Okay.
Good job with the flashlight. Look.
Hi, Doc. Hi, Tim. Hi, Jeff.
Oh, hello, Robin.
Hey, Robin.
Hello, everybody.
Hello.
Hello.
Tim, where you got competition. Yeah, I got to be careful. Oh, you heard it. Yeah, it might be a little delay,
Yeah, poor Danny. He's the only Oasis fan here.
No, he's not. Why do you keep saying that, Doc? You got an argument with me when you made your anti-Oasis video, and you're still thinking.
Wait a minute, Robin. You don't say I like Oasis. You say I love Oasis.
I love Oasis.
There you go. That's it. Jeff, play a little Oasis on your spare time, and let me know how you like them.
I'm not spending any time with Oasis albums. Bah.
We will.
They're just a garage. It's a garage band meets Phil Spector, right up my street.
All the sound.
Aren't they going to remix and release?
Paulina holds up her Broad Street album, so I have to do it for Paulina. Give me a second. I hold up my Laserdisc. There you go.
Ah.
I don't.
Laserdisc. There you go.
Okay.
That's
on CBS Box. Yes.
Can you make me? Thank you.
I want to know one thing, Paulina. Do you like Oasis? It's either a yes or a no. I want to see if she answers. I haven't seen her in a while.
I don't know. While we wait for an answer, let's. How many Academy Awards did that win? I don't think it won any.
It won as many. It won every one it was nominated for.
Paulina, I love you, honey. I love you. Look at that. That's class. That's class. A Beatle lover and an Oasis lover.
Well, what more do you want? A Beatle lover and Oasis lover. I thought after like Noel got rid of half the band, or how many people got rid of, I thought they did go downhill for a while. I really did.
Yeah, well, it happens to everybody.
They picked it up at the end before REM did the same thing. REM's last 2 albums are among their best, but it was too late. The
Beatles were very smart. When they ended their career, they went out on a good note,
Yeah.
That was the right thing to do. Very smart.
Yeah.
Presumably Matthew means Broad Street.
Oh.
We were the only ones in the whole theater.
So all you people out there, wait a minute. All you people out there that like Oasis, I want you to unsubscribe to Doc as soon as possible.
You stop that. You stop that.
Hey, you copy from Joe. You get that all the time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Jeff is funny. He's like, I don't know, like claymation. He's like claymation. It's some funny shit.
Yeah, that's true, Matthew. The Sex Pistols made one album and they went out with it. So they went out on a really good note.
That's right. One proper album.
It looks like Jeff Kendall's trying out for a new role on Thunderbirds or something.
Yeah, that's me.
Even that is better than Oasis.
Oh wait.
That's what they should think about doing. Hiring a monkey as a drummer.
They had for a while. They had, I would assume, the best drummer drumming today is the drummer. So that
really, people aren't watching this, Pauline. All they want to watch is theme song sing-alongs. This makes me nothing. I am not popular with the vinyl community. The Jam knew when to call it quits.
Well, that's with Paul Weller. Yeah, he's great on his own, Paul Weller.
I like him on his own better than I never liked Style Council much. I gotta say, not my kind of thing.
You can tell it was black and white.
So what's up, Doc? You like Supertramp? Are you a Supertramp fan?
They're okay.
Yeah, I like
3 albums, 4 maybe.
I like Supertramp.
Yeah.
Good for you, Matthew.
Yeah, he's going to see Weller in 6 days.
Very nice.
Superman.
That's good.
Big boy.
Oh, Tim, you don't.
The name of that.
Wait a minute. Argument started.
Yeah.
Danny said he didn't feel like going.
Okay.
I go off and then he goes off.
Joe, I see enough of you. It gets tiring after a while. You know what I mean? I only got so much Rolaids. I love you, Joe. Joe, I love you, Joe. Oh, Tim, you're not Tim. Oh, wait. Tim's going to the bathroom. Tim is gone. That's it.
Yeah. Spring Heel Jim wants to know how Danny is.
Hi, Jim. How are you, Jim?
All that Danny
would
fans.
agree with this probably. This is mostly from Matthew Smith, but this is my favorite. Well, it was.
Wake up, Jeff.
This is my favorite Paul
okay.
Weller album.
Okay.
Most people probably never even heard this, but this is fantastic. I think. Paul Weller on Yep Rock. And it comes with a live DVD that's not just a couple of songs, it's 2 whole shows. Fantastic DVD. Illumination. Yeah, that's it. That's what I want for.
Tim, I got a question. You don't like prog, right?
I don't like prog. I don't like prog.
Did you ever hear this band?
Mm-hmm. Oh, not there.
I probably heard them because I worked at a record store for like 10 years.
There you
So
go.
I heard everybody, but
This is a 1970 something prog album. It's the best prog you're ever gonna hear.
It's not my. I'm a rock and roll guy. I like.
I know you are. I know. One time you said you didn't care for prog, but you know, it's always a new beginning.
I like 3 minutes.
Who likes
Yeah,
style?
I mean, my ever-changing mood was okay, and there's a couple of songs on that. Well, I've Cafe Blue, I think it is, that I like. A couple of the mellow ones, but just not my thing overall.
There you go.
I don't have anything by Paul Weller. Whatever. Matthew.
You don't have any Jam? Shame on you.
Wow, I can't believe you're not a music lover.
I've got the Clash. Does that count?
No, it's not the Jam.
No.
That's close.
Oh, no, wait. I think I've got a town named Malice around me someplace. That's about as far as that goes. Tim, do you like Paul Weller's group, The Jam?
Yeah. No, I like the Jam better than I like Paul Weller, but they started to go sort of style council-y. I mean, you could tell where Paul Weller was going, and that's not my favorite stuff. But I like the first couple albums a lot. Whenever they're punkier sounding, I like that better, you know. But that's not 100% true. Like That's Entertainment's one of my favorite Jam songs, and that's not punky at all. So. In fact, there's a great, it was on some show or so, I forget where it's from, but there's a great version of Paul Weller and Noel Gallagher doing That's Entertainment together. It's really good.
Oh, Danny, Oasis or the Stone Roses?
I have them both. I have to go with Oasis.
Oasis.
I would too, but I think that first Stone Roses album is better than anything Oasis ever did.
It's all a matter of opinion. Yeah, it's great. It's great, you know. But what can I say? You know, you got to make a choice. Oasis.
Wouldn't it be cool if Alice Cooper opened for Oasis?
No.
No.
Yeah, for James Farley, yeah, sure. Anything would be good with Oasis, you know. But,
no.
Alice Cooper is my favorite American band. There's nobody like Alice.
You know.
Hey, Danny, Piccolina is a prog fanatic. They can't compete with the great bands of the early 70s. You know the ones, too.
That's right.
See, Liam Gallagher's work with John Squire from the Stone Roses is fantastic rock pop.
That's right. Hey?
Yeah. Oasis doing Carnation with Paul Weller is good.
Oh, that's right.
Did you say so? Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, and speaking of Slade, Oasis did a good cover of Come On Feel the Noise, too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yep.
Amazing. Danny and Jim are Oasis brothers.
That's right. That's right.
I'd rather listen to Spanky and our gang.
It was me and Glenn, but I don't know what happened to Glenn. I don't see him anymore.
Where'd Glenn go? Glenn, where are you?
I don't know what.
You haven't heard from Glenn in a long time.
Yeah.
Well, what happened to Glenn? Is he mad at us? What did I upset him?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I know I upset Richard Dolan, but I don't know of anything else. I know Glenn was a real cool guy. What happened to him?
I remember
some people disappeared, you know, like
yeah, he was on he hasn't been on in Come On or something, or I don't know.
Glenn was cool.
What happened to George?
Wouldn't know what to tell you.
Susford? Where's George Susford?
Oh, that's the guy who said Planet of the Apes. They
Well, his
ran out of
computer
bullets.
froze up. And he's gone.
Yeah, he's out in fields picking up bullets. Turner,
Yeah,
I mean,
Maybe.
Yeah, pulling
Yeah, I
up
think he was-
bullets. Yeah.
I don't think Jeff's cats hang out with anyone.
It would be one end, not two ends.
Yeah, he is. Mm-hmm.
No, I was trying to think of that other young guy that used to come around. Oh gosh, I can't remember name. I should write these names down. Future
You're getting,
reference. Who?
Mm-hmm.
you're getting dementia, Doc.
I don't know.
I forgot what his name was. The guy used to write poetry on Facebook.
No, that doesn't sound right. No, it was a young fella. Not Brian.
Andy or
starts with an A, I think.
Brian.
No, starts with an A, I think.
Where's Adam? Adam.
That's it. That Adam Frascone. That's who I was thinking of.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
He disappeared.
I haven't heard from him. He even got off of.
I'm hoping he went and found himself life.
Yeah.
Where's Richard Dolan? Where's Richard Dolan? That's what I want to know.
Well, or Mason, yes.
That guy's funny. I get a kick out of him. You know, I don't want nobody teasing him. If I find out anybody's teasing him, like you did, Doc, put him on the stage there, make him sing. That's terrible.
That's right.
No, I'm sorry. I know Richard really well, and he deserves everything he gets.
Yeah, a lot of people say that. Yeah, it could be a pain in the ass, but you know, he has a problem. It's not normal. You know?
Yeah. Do you know who else won't come on this show anymore? Stays away.
What happened to Invisible? Mr. Invisible. It's almost a month.
I cannot say.
Oh, he loves you, Doc. Yeah, he loves you, Doc.
I wouldn't do stuff like that. No. But I did.
Oh, you're talking about Mason. Mason.
Yeah,
who loves the Beach Boys.
I saw Mason.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
There you go. A nice box set right there for you. Everything you want by the Beach Boys. There you go. Look at that.
Oh, that's a lot. Look at
a lot of Beach Boys.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do? Yeah.
Everything you could ever want.
Everything you ever want by the Beach Boys.
3, 4, 5 discs. 5 discs. Ooh.
4, I think. 4, I believe.
John. Yeah. What?
Huh?
This is for Doc. This is what kind of music he should be listening to.
I got some Patsy Cline. I don't just have that much.
Sitting. That's Robin. That's Robin's. I like some songs. She was pretty good.
I like her before she got signed to Decca. Actually, she did a little bit of rockabilly and stuff way back when. Rhino put out 3 CDs and albums of her early stuff, but it's way out of print.
Did you see this?
Danny, where's your Paul Simon box set? What is that? It? No, that's not it.
These are movies.
Ooh.
Comes in a skull. Masters of Horror, it's called.
Ooh.
Some good shit here. You really won't sleep at night.
That looks like what would be wonderful looking on your shelf.
Yeah. Now I gotta hide it every once in a while because it starts moving.
I put it on the far end of the shelf. What's it doing over here? Hey. Danny loves Halloween, I think.
I love Halloween.
Right, you going out for Halloween, Danny?
If I was a little kid, yes. That's one thing in life. You know, when you're small, up to maybe 9 or 10, you go out trick or treating. You know, bring home a lot of candy, and there comes a time where there's no more. You'll never go back and do it again. You know, life is very sad. No more candy.
No more candy.
No more candy.
What's stopping you from putting a sheet over your head and going to knock on doors?
I might get arrested. You know what I mean?
Why?
I don't know. I have that feeling I might get arrested. You know.
Who says Halloween ends at
I might get arrested because if I go up to the door and they don't give me no candy, I'm going to say, "Oh, go fuck yourself." You're not monetized. It don't matter.
Good heavens.
I'm good to people. I really am. You know. I missed that October 31st going out for candy.
You might get a rock.
Yeah, right. I might get poisoned. You never know.
I don't know. What are you giving out this year for Christmas? Halloween, Danny?
Oasis albums.
Please have a few. I got a rock. I got a Oasis album.
I don't know. I wouldn't eat today's candy. No way. You have razor blades. They got fentanyl. They got all kinds of stuff. And I wouldn't touch the candy today. You got to be crazy. You know what I mean? I buy my own candy. Over here, it's too isolated. There's no kids. It's not profitable. Like each house is like a quarter of a mile away from each other. It's not profitable to come out here on the roads. No street lights. It'd be scared shit. You know what I mean?
I don't know. You can give out Oasis albums. Here, have a few.
Yeah.
Don't give us the shit. We want candy.
If they come to the house, I'll give them Chucky.
Ah! Yikes.
Chucky come to the door. That really screw him up, right? I make him robotic. I get Tim to make him robotic.
Ooh.
Imagine that. Imagine I have a robotic Chucky. They go to the door. They open the door. The kid's outside. Shit. That might be even worse. I really hate that clip.
Where was Doc when we were getting high?
Oh, that's the lyrics of Oasis.
He's been doing Oasis lyrics the whole, quite a while now.
Well, see, I don't know anything about Oasis, so it's over my head.
Yeah, champagne.
I don't know that stuff.
I'm sorry, I don't speak Japanese.
It might as well be.
Neither does Oasis.
Oh well. What else can I amuse you with?
I'm over 72, and I feel great.
I would too.
Wait. Did Joe Mayo see that one? That's funny.
It's grown into one of my most requested bits. Where's Mr. Jeter? We want to see Mr. Jeter.
Wait a minute, Doc.
Is this Oasis lyrics again?
Some might say, some might say that Sunshine Follows Thunder. That's a song by Oasis. Some might say.
Yes.
You know what I mean? You'd be surprised how smart I am. Okay, when it comes to Oasis. Hey, Doc, you're over 3 hours. You're going over 3 hours. What happened?
It's okay because it all resets on Thursday. I had 9 minutes of StreamYard time.
You had trouble earlier.
Yeah. No, you had trouble earlier. I didn't have any trouble earlier. But no, I had 9 minutes to start a stream. And
yeah, I did.
Look at this. Look at us. Way over 3 hours even. See, aren't you people happy? Yeah, right.
Yay!
Whoopee.
I'm on a little bit, yeah. Hopefully they'll clear up, more. So.
Well, wait a minute. I know how to entertain you. Hang on. Here we go. Here we go. When was the last time you saw somebody play Pac-Man, right?
Well, for me, it was a couple weeks ago, but most people.
Look, this we're doing this live, or at least I am. Look out! Oh! Look out! Ooh. Oh no! Oh no!
Not one of your better efforts so far.
No,
it says ready.
Right off the bat. Really. Run away! Run away! Come here! Come here! Oh! Oh! Oh, you went the wrong way, you bastard. You can't get entertainment like this anywhere else. Come here. Come here.
No. Just like at the pizza point.
You know, if only some Oasis were playing in the background, this would be so much better.
Oh! Oh! Now, see, I wanted to turn left, but he wouldn't go.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Honest. Oh! Oh! Ah! Ah!
Wow. I've seen you play a bunch of games of Pac-Man, and that's the worst I've ever seen you.
I haven't been practicing lately. Honest. Yeah. See. Ooh. Now, what's this? Danny and I run the fan club for the New York Dolls.
Great band. You don't know David Johansen. You know Buster Poindexter. You know there was a band called the New York Dolls, right? One album was Too Much Too Soon, and the other one I think it wasn't titled. You know, but great band. I don't know if it's called glitter rock. I don't know what it's considered, or
yeah, they're glam. They're glam glitter rock, proto punk. Any of those work.
Yeah, I got them on vinyl. Very very good albums. I got 2 albums.
Todd Rundgren produced the first album.
Yeah, Todd's all over the place. Todd Rundgren. Yeah, that guy's another genius. He's a genius engineer when it comes to music. He developed his own software of music. You know, that guy's very smart.
No.
Yes.
I'm lucky to get to the 3rd screen, really. So, always couldn't have helped any. No. We could if he were here, but he ain't.
Yeah, he's been playing Live Forever with that Pac-Man, Live Forever. You know, how the guys get eaten up like that. Play Live Forever by Oasis. He would have still been alive.
And yeah, that was one of my worst attempts. Sometimes, you know, like you tell the thing to go left and it goes straight. I'm like, no, you were supposed to turn.
Yes, sir.
Bob Dylan said he wrote "You Can't Put Your Arms Around a Memory" by Johnny Thunders from the New York.
I hate to say goodbye, everybody, but I must leave.
Oh no! Oh, Danny, no!
How long are you gonna be on? How long are you gonna be on? 4 hours today?
Yes, or 5 or 10.
5.
I got to see Johnny Thunders live once, which I don't think that many people can say they've seen Johnny Thunders live, but I did.
I never did.
He was good, stoned out of his mind, but he was still amazing. I don't know how he did it. Never saw anybody on stage lighting up joints and smoking them during the guitar solos and stuff before, except for Johnny Thunders. I'm like, wow,
They do.
this guy. Literally, quick story. We used to hang out by the bathrooms. Across from the bathrooms was the dressing room. And then when the band went, bands at this place, Continental and Buffalo, had to walk through the crowd to get to the stage. The stage was way up here. The dressing rooms were way back here. So Johnny Thunders comes out of the dressing room, right? And he starts heading out the back door because he's stoned out of his mind. His manager, in one swoop, just turns him around. And Johnny never quits walking or anything, just turns around and keeps walking and walks right towards the stage and hops on the stage. And we're just like, and he opened with Pipeline because he had a huge cover with that. And then he did his thing and he was fantastic. But he was stoned out of his mind. Sort of in the early 84, maybe. I'm guessing. 84, 85.
Yeah.
84.
All righty then.
Yep.
Yeah.
What do you need?
There ain't a whole lot on people's so-called minds. So.
Well, Spring Heel Jim, a lot of people created punk. The Dolls were in there, but there's bands doing punk in the 60s. And I think Jonathan Richman created punk as much as the Dolls did. And there's bunches of other people too. They certainly helped to push it. Certainly.
Hey, what did I do?
No, I don't know about that. They were heading in that direction. There's a group called the Swamp Rats in '64 that may be the first punk record, in my opinion, because it's loud. People think the Sonics are loud. The Swamp Rats were louder than the Sonics. And
the Who was louder than everybody.
Wow. And this is '64. You're like, holy crap. This is a year before the Stones did Satisfaction, and it's like, these guys are loud.
Jeff, you still with us?
It's hard to tell.
I think he's sleeping.
He might be.
He might be
coming and going, but I'm still here.
Hard to tell because you got the reflection in your glasses. So
I know. I'm still here though.
Okay.
Hopefully this stuff will clear up by next Thursday. Yeah.
Well, it's better. I guess it's all in your browsers. Better under Google. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, that's true. But they were the only ones.
Browser.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it probably was Freddie the Drummer. Probably. Everybody started doing the Freddie, and then punk came out of that.
No, that was Adam and the Ants.
Yeah, but it was so. Again, live, but the records weren't punk. The records weren't punk. They were just
the Clash were. You listen to Clash records now, and it just sounds like Partridge Family. So it must have been the stage presence that gave everybody that idea. Oh, yeah, they're punk. The records don't show it necessarily.
I think they do. It's just music got loud. Grunge sort of buried punk. Grunge made punk sound like it wasn't loud, but it was. At the time, it was. It was really loud. But so was Satisfaction. Satisfaction sounds like lounge music now, but it was revolutionary when it came out.
What happened to Danny? The dog was in there. What happened? Well, that's a matter of opinion. No.
It's a possibility.
Yeah. Are you ready? Let's do the Freddy. That's the world. Yeah.
I'm telling you now, Freddie and the Dreamers created the world.
No.
I'm back.
He's
Boo
back.
Boo invented the 90-second whole chicken.
Only
For
90?
those who don't know,
Oh, the New York Dolls, huh?
okay,
Yep.
David Johansen's in the middle, okay, and this is the one I love the most, right here. This one.
Yeah.
Too
Yeah,
much
the
too soon.
first album isn't recorded well either. It's very muddy.
Hey, I agree. Very good band.
And you'd think with Rundgren at the helm, it wouldn't have been, but it was.
Yeah, we do. Look, all the recordings they're doing over again now, right? All the remasters, everything's getting remastered.
Yeah,
I think they do it on purpose. You know, they make them shitty and then they make you buy them later on.
I have a remaster of the first album, and it's still muddy. I mean, there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, there's a lot of people heading towards punk. That's why I say they didn't invent it. There was people in the 50s, even Elvis in the early days was almost punk. You know, I mean, he's certainly heading in that direction.
Yeah, that's amazing. They're all gone, right? Like they never existed. You know, you got one member left. You know, it's hard to take.
Hello, Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Jeff.
Hello, Jeff. Are you back on that stupid Bing again?
I'm here. I'm coming and going, but I'm here.
Yeah, but we asked you that like a minute ago. Oh, the problems are back.
What?
James, I see your comment. You have both on cassette. Yeah, I see your comment. I read comments.
Poor Jeffy's got browser trouble.
Where's all the comments? We need to work off you guys.
Oh,
that's for you all day.
Vince Taylor is very punk.
Yeah, no more than Johnny Kidd, really, but yeah, you know. But again, lots of those guys out there at that point in time.
Take care, Matthew.
Yeah.
Take care.
College football is back.
Bye, Matthew.
Wow.
Yeah, you wanna see? I got it right here. Give me a second.
Do it.
I got Devo on vinyl. I got a lot of the albums on vinyl.
This could be considered the beginnings of punk right here.
Ooh.
Wow, that's a nice collection, huh?
Wild sound.
CD Rhino box set of just, loud, fast rock and roll from the 50s.
I love Rhino.
Vince Taylor is on this. Johnny Kidd is on this. Eddie Cochran, Gene Vincent, Elvis, Little Richard, Harry Williams, Jerry Lewis. Everybody that should be on this is on this. This is a great collection.
Very nice.
Well, there's over 100 songs on this, and it's
very nice.
Remastered. Sounds great.
Yeah, Rhino.
Punk, maybe right here.
Maybe louder.
Rhino is great.
Yeah.
Is Connie Francis on that?
No.
Oh.
No.
It's a bum collection if Connie Francis is not. Or Bobby Darin. Nope. Testing, 1, 2, testing.
I think think Jeff is very disappointed. You know, I don't blame him. You know.
Yeah, Henchy's got 5 tracks on there.
Ooh, whoa, that's worth the price of admission right there. Yeah. Devo wrote a song based on a poem by John Hinckley Jr. to Jodie Foster called "I Desire." Oh no! Oh no! Ah.
Every time around, it looks like the Criterion symbol for a minute.
Oh, nice.
A second one every time.
Isn't that like I think the moon is eclipsed this week? Isn't that the thing? Oh. Goodbye, Jeff. Goodbye.
I remember Tim was having those problems all the time. Tim would go off. You know?
Yep. I haven't had any today, which is a miracle for me. I mean, normally I look fine, but I can't hear you guys half the time. Not today.
Tim, do you like the Pretenders?
Yes.
Yes.
People disagree with this, but I actually think that the Pretenders have never put out a bad album. I don't think they're all amazing, but I don't think there's a bad one, which is very.
Every song has.
I say that about very many bands.
There's no bum songs on there.
Well, I mean, there's no albums that you want to skip or you go, oh, no, that's terrible. You know, it just doesn't exist.
Paulina's having a birthday on Wednesday. Woo!
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday, Paulina. That's 20 years ago, the Beatles recorded the Ringo version of Love Me Do. So you're 57?
You wanna see a
She ain't 57.
No. I'll show you guys a fairly rare Pretenders album. Give me a second.
Ooh. Well, Spring Hill Jim recently discovered Back on the Chain Gang was about James Honeyman Scott. I didn't even know it to begin with. So
me neither.
We're educating each other. See, that's how this works. Yeah. You show your knowledge with us. You share the knowledge. Yeah. We better show this to Tim just in case you missed it.
What?
Jim just recently discovered Back on the Chain Gang was about James Honeyman Scott.
Oh yeah. No, we all knew that when it came out.
I didn't. I was in the dark.
It made it really sad, you know. I mean, it was
okay.
She loved him. That was like the love of her life.
Never seen it before.
This is the Pretenders Break Up the Concrete LP on 2 10-inch records.
Wow. Never seen it.
You know, broken concrete cover. which is
I know the album, but I never seen that before in my life.
Yeah. Kind of cool.
Yeah,
it is. Was in the Pretenders.
And I've never opened it. I still see it.
I wonder how much it's worth, really.
I don't know. But
that'd be worse. I've never seen it. I've seen a lot of albums. But
yeah.
Why don't you take it to infinity and see what you can get for it?
No.
No.
I don't sell records to records.
You don't go to records. You don't go to record stores with your records. You get ripped off.
Yeah,
yeah. We watch that every
your
time.
Sell your records.
Don't sell them. Comes to infinity. Nah. It's lucky he even gets $6 for that stuff. Because he could just not accept any of them outright. Just like, take these back. I know you've been dumpster diving with these things. Just take them back. Yeah. Jim likes learning to crawl.
It might be my second favorite. I like the first album best. But I like most of their albums, you know, even, you know, they started getting mellower, and
I like Pretenders too.
I mean, they're like I said, they've never done a bad album.
Yeah, no, I agree. Yeah. I like her better than Pat Benatar any day.
And I like their Unplugged album a lot too. Really nice versions of songs on that. I know it's live, so Doc wouldn't like it, but it's a great album.
I never heard that one.
Oh, it's really they were unplugged, but they had like a 3 or 4 piece string section doing some things, and it was really good.
Yeah, good stuff right there. Yeah.
The Nice Price.
I've got the Rhino Deluxe versions. And I also have the box set.
The singles, yep.
So for all you, I don't have any.
That's kind of hard because vinyl was going away by then. Yeah, no, she does. She still sounds great. And
do you remember the Primitives?
Tim, what was the last statement that you made?
The last statement?
Yeah, something about vinyl is going away. What'd you say? It's going away?
Oh no, no, not now. When the Pretenders, the singles album came out, vinyl was already starting to go away. So that album's a bit hard to find on vinyl. It's sold way more CDs than vinyl by that point.
Yeah, a lot of 90s albums are very hard to find because they
that's a late 80s album, but yeah, it's still by 88 in America, vinyl was already on the way pretty bad.
I always kept my vinyl. I never got rid of it.
I got rid of some over time, but always at the going rate, and I never.
Yeah, well, you have to make some money. That's okay. You got plenty of stuff.
I've got a little vinyl left. Look, it comes with a gatefold. See what you're missing if you don't buy a vinyl?
Well, exactly.
I think a lot of those guys are gone too.
Here, I'll show you guys a really spectacular piece of vinyl.
Spectacular.
Spectacular piece of vinyl right here.
Wait.
Getting it out of its plastic. Here you go.
What? Wow. Fantastic.
And the back is even better.
Whoa!
Very nice.
Unbelievable. Wow.
Fascinating.
There's a wonderful piece of vinyl.
That's pretty cool. Is it playable?
Yeah.
Well, except this turntable doesn't work right now. But
no, I'm back to my U-turn orbit, unfortunately. But yeah, I've been making. I started to make. I wanted to make some 45 CDs, and I got 4 songs recorded, and my turntable died. So now, and I know my orbit doesn't sound as good as the one I had, but what can I do? I'm just chugging along anyway.
Tim, do you have any Joy Division in your collection?
1 or 2, not much. I've got a bootleg of Warsaw, which is probably my favorite. I'm not a huge I don't like the dark gothic kind of stuff, which is what they mostly were. I mean, I love Love Will Tear Us Apart, but I liked them better when they were punk, which is what Warsaw is. So I have a little. I don't have much. I have a couple on various artists' albums, I think, is all I have by the Primitives.
Didn't the guy from Joy Division kill himself or died of drug overdose?
Yeah. No, he killed himself, and then the rest of the band reformed as New Order.
Ooh.
That's where New Order came.
Monday out of
Joy Division without the lead guy.
Unbelievable.
Apparently now I'm besieged by a lot of New Order doing Blue Monday in different ways or something. Like now we're going to show you how it's done with a organ from the 1920s or something. I've never seen Time Bandits.
I need to see it again. I don't love it from what I remember of it. It's okay. It's nothing wrong with it, but it's not one of my favorites. But I do need to see it again. Ian Curtis, yeah.
That was a George Harrison film, wasn't it?
It was a handmade film, yes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So he probably put up some money. I think there were one or two Monty Python guys in that.
Well, it's a Terry. It's I think
Terry Gilliam. Okay.
Terry Gilliam film. So the director and writer is Monty Python, and then there might be a couple cameos. It's been so long since I've seen it.
Yeah, but that's probably the connection right there, Terry Gilliam. Chrissy Hines sang backup vocals on Morrissey's song "My Love Life." Beautiful.
The Pretenders also covered, or maybe it was her solo, but I think it's Pretenders covered "Every Day Is Like Sunday." But other people did too, but the Pretenders did.
It's okay.
Never saw it.
You went, Lola?
Oh.
Yeah, George Harrison. But the song on the soundtrack is also on his Gontropo album.
Look how happy that puppy is. I'm so glad to be with you.
You know, she's half fox, you know.
Half fox?
Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what the vet told us.
And what's the other half?
Chihuahua.
Oh, Chihuahua fox.
Puppy.
Yeah. Does anybody like The Fall? Fall? The Fall.
I don't know much by them.
Very
I like
good.
their version of Victoria. I don't know much else, to be honest.
Yeah, that lead vocalist, he passed away too. I felt very bad about that one, but that's a few years ago. That's years ago, you know. But very good band. Yeah, they were very good. They're from England.
I thought you were referring to The Call, not The Fall.
Fall. Fall. The Fall. That's The Fall. Look up in your book. You got your book there.
Well, they didn't have any hits. I don't even think they had a single released in America.
You never know. You might be surprised.
I doubt they even had a single released.
Yeah.
There's a Fall.
There you go. I tell you, Jim is very knowledgeable. I'm telling you, it's good to have him here, right? Yeah, Marky Smith. Yeah. He passed away. Yeah. That's a great band. You know.
Why has nobody mentioned this movie?
Yes.
The drama in that is just over the top. Like, how do those dolls get out of such danger? You never know.
Yeah, those bands are coming out of Manchester, England. I'm telling you, you can't beat them.
Manchester, England.
Yeah.
The Fall. There's plenty of groups from Manchester that you like. Huh?
The Laws.
Never heard them.
You never heard the Laws? There she goes.
Whoa. What? The dogs are talking. What'd you say?
The Laws. They only had one album.
No, I don't know who they are.
They split up. That band Sixpence None the Richer covered "There She Goes" and had a big hit with it. But
yeah, I get
the Laws. And I have their BBC stuff, and I like the BBC stuff better than the album, believe it or not.
I took it down.
What?
I took it down. The Naughty Thunderbirds commercial. But I don't think I'll show that again. I believe that one's gone. I got rid of that a month or two ago. I don't think it exists anymore. I'm pretty sure it doesn't.
Yeah, the Laws. The Hollies were a Manchester band, right, Jeff?
No. Doc would know.
Yeah, no, they were. The Hollies were from Manchester.
No, don't have it no more. Sorry. I want to see the French. No, it's gone. These clowns are scary. Yeah, the Lots.
The Lots.
The Lots.
There she goes.
Yeah. Yes, Davy Jones was from Manchester. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, shucks. I got so many clips over there. I had to clean house a little bit.
Yeah, I got plenty of mugs.
Ooh. Yeah. Wait a minute. What's that? Wait.
It's only a mug. It's only a mug.
It's only a mug, but it's a Beatle mug. It's a George mug.
That's right. George, yeah. It's George. Because he singled out. He's not my favorite. John is my favorite.
Guess who's going to join us here?
How do I sound now?
Good.
Good so far.
I'm on that DuckDuckGo thing that you were talking about, Doc.
Oh yeah, okay.
Maybe
you're,
this one.
You're a little blurry.
Yeah.
But at least you're.
If it all goes, then we'll have to do something else for Thursday. So.
Okay. How do you like your DuckDuckGo?
Well, I just got on it, so you know.
Yeah, but I mean, any trouble with it, or was it hard?
No. This is the first time I've had trouble with this with StreamYard since I got this computer. So maybe it's I don't know.
You're a little blurry, but you're synced up.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so like you're.
Maybe this will be the one I could use.
So far. So we can't go by the first 30 seconds, but so far.
I agree. Maybe Thursday. Maybe I might jump on with Joe and Danny in the morning or something and see how it looks. You know, see what happens.
Okay, do that because that's what I'm going to bring my Beatles. I'm going to bring a Beatles unboxing Beatles set. I'm going to unbox it right there when I open up and stuff like that in front of Joe and stuff like that. I'll be pulling out Oasis albums. You know what I mean? I got to fool him a little.
Oh, Joe might kick you off if you do that.
Yeah, it'd be worth it though.
Yeah.
Danny, they recommend the Dority column. Rudy, instrumentalist band from Manchester. Oh, there's a lot of downloads for Windows Update. I'm not showing one here. Usually on the bottom thing, there's a little like tab that says, "We are waiting for you to." Oh, none here yet.
Jim, I had to write that down because I'm going to forget.
Yes, it's the Dority column.
The Dority column.
With a U. Dority.
Sound like something they would play on the Schnee TV.
Yeah.
I got it.
Danny, do you know the Happy Mondays?
Happy Mondays.
No, I do not know.
I just knew one song that hit. I forget what it even is right now.
Were they a birthday party? Was that the same band? The birthday party?
No.
No? Because that was another, I think, punk band.
No, this was a 90s band. 90s, almost dancey kind of band.
There's so much stuff out there. First of all, you got to live 300 years. That's still not enough. And then you have to have a lot of money.
Here's a rarish 45.
Oh, that's pretty.
Oh,
I like. Looks like a birthday gift.
This is a reissue of the first Beatles single, but it got pulled and then unpulled and pulled and on. So nobody knows the status of it. Whether is it legit? Is it a boot? Is it because it got pulled like 5 times? It's weird. But yeah, I wound up with one somehow. So yeah, so it's Love Me Do in its original UK sleeve. Yep.
You see what I got?
What do you got? What is that?
What you got? Where is it? Ooh.
It's a candle.
Oh, a Beatles candle, yeah.
It's a candle.
Hey, don't burn your house down.
I was going to say, if you light it, will it burn
I don't
down
like
the Abbey Road?
Candles. I won't burn this. I won't burn it.
Okay. Be burning down the house.
Candles are very dangerous. You gotta watch.
Danny is our resident music expert.
Yes.
No, I'm not an expert. Tim here would be considered the expert. Tim is good. Tim is very good. He knows his shit. You know. He doesn't do well. He doesn't do well with horror movies, but he knows his music.
But I don't like horror movies. That's
I know
why.
you don't.
I do well with other kinds of film.
Oh yeah, I know.
No horror movie for Tim.
That's spooky. Yeah.
It's too spooky. The only story I know about that 45 is that the original intent was to reissue Love Me Do with its original single mix. But someone at EMI accidentally used the Andy White version, so it might have been pulled.
Yeah, like it was pulled and then it wasn't, and it you know, and by the time it came out, it was already rare before it was even released, and so I don't know how many of them exist, and they really screwed up the re-release of that single. And
So is it worth any money?
anyway, I wound up with one. Oh, I'm sure it's worth something. I don't know what it's worth, but
Yeah, take
I
it to
did wind
infinity.
up
They'll give you $1.
somehow.
Well, now I have to say goodbye for real.
You do?
I do.
No.
Okay.
I want to thank you guys very much for having me.
Oh, finally.
Everybody in the comments and all you guys, take care.
See ya, Danny.
Bye-bye,
Remember,
Danny.
Or maybe I'll see you in the morning.
Oasis forever.
All right, get up! Yeah!
Wait a minute.
Yes.
Oh,
Okay.
Ah!
Yeah. Yeah, I see it.
Oasis.
Oh, he's back.
Oasis.
All right, Joe Mayo. All right. Take care, everybody.
See you later, Danny.
Bye,
I'm
Danny.
glad your internet is working, Jeff. I feel bad for you because that's the only thing you got.
Oh, okay.
Well, that was mean.
Only thing I've got is internet.
That was mean.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Yeah,
that-
it's
I
on
don't
the
think
anthology
that's
one,
what me do.
and yeah, it's on the anthology one. But Pete Best got a few dollars for it, so he's not hurting anymore.
I don't think it's Pete Best's fault that it's awful, though. It's before George Martin fixed it up, you know,
Way
and
too
told
much
him how
drums.
to play it. And, you know, I mean, it's not Pete's fault. And not his drumming was great, but it's not, he didn't ruin it.
It's kind of like Sharp Contrast. Have you ever heard the Hollies version of Marrakesh Express?
No.
It's a nice song, but it's drummed to death. Way too much, almost like military drums. And There's a reason they use minimal drums on the CSNY version. So, just saying.
Doesn't sound good.
No, it doesn't sound good.
So what did they say in the studio when he tried to drum like that?
Come on, man.
Yeah, I kept dropping
Yeah,
his
it's
sticks.
like, you're fired.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They're all sitting around in the.
What was that?
Are you kidding me? I've written down DuckDuckGo, so I'm gonna. And my son will help me install it on my computer.
You're
So
going
I'll
to
have
stick with the DuckDuckGo.
I think I'm going to use DuckDuckGo from now on. Yeah.
We have a glowing review for DuckDuckGo.
DuckDuckGo is pretty good. I haven't been cutting up or nothing at all, so I'm.
I think it's pretty clear right now. It doesn't look very fuzzy.
Mm.
Right. Nobody wants to look fuzzy.
Mm-hmm.
Well, some
Pete
people
Best
might.
was the pretty boy, and Mona Best had a place for them in practice.
Yeah, pretty much.
That
Well,
is pretty much.
That's it. The reason that Pete Best was hired as the Beatles drummer is he had a drum kit. In Liverpool, that was a really rare thing. Hey, this guy's got a drum kit. Hey, you want to join our band? Literally.
No,
I mean,
that's kind of like John persuaded Stu to buy a bass. He couldn't play it, but he was standing there trying to.
But you know, we need a bass player, and you know,
It was John's best friend, so come on.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the Beatles kept showing up to gigs, and they didn't have a drummer, and they didn't have a bass player, and so nobody would hire them because it was 3 guitar players.
Yeah.
So you know, let's do something about this. Okay. Well. You know, so.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I wouldn't mind finding a budget Osmond Hits comp. The ones I've been looking for are too expensive. Find one for a couple of bucks, you know. Yeah, you know, I don't want to spend like $10 for one. Yeah. But
my favorite Osmond song is Yo Yo.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
I think there's only one answer for what could be.
Or My One Bad Apple.
Oh, Yo Yo is the best one.
Not Yo Yo. It's Crazy Horses.
Oh, Crazy
Horses has to be your favorite.
Yeah.
It's a law.
What happened was Andy Williams got them the gig. Andy Williams did that? What are we doing here?
Drums, because there were no drums in Liverpool.
Yeah.
Everybody that had a drum set in Liverpool was in a band.
Mm-hmm.
Because they were scarce.
Guys, we're giving you extra today. Yeah, because we had some trouble getting on.
Crazy Horses is the obvious answer.
I was gonna say, what did Andy Williams have to do with that? Confused me there, probably.
Because the Osmonds were on the Andy Williams show. Maybe it's when they're real low.
We got that all ironed out. We're
used to reach over and slap Donnie.
I don't know if you guys know this album. There's a 2-record set Christmas album when the Osmonds were really, really young. Is that like the first album? It's like Andy Williams presents
something like that. Yeah,
it's probably the first album. I mean, they were young. They were like 13.
Tommy wasn't even born yet.
I have it somewhere.
We are, Peter.
Yeah, but
isn't it past your bedtime?
No, I died like 10 minutes ago, but the other 2 are still alive.
I'm just wondering.
And by the way, how'd you make out on your job interview?
Yeah, Peter. You get your job in?
Yeah. Inquiring people want to know.
Hope you got it. Oh, he fell asleep and woke up. Okay. There you go.
Something he didn't get the job.
Oh, he fell asleep on his job interview?
I don't know.
No. He fell asleep just now and woke up.
We'll wait.
Uh-oh. Pulled out of the job interview.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Oh. Pulled out. But he's got another interview for a better job on Friday. Well, good luck.
That's good.
Tim, what's your favorite monkey song be?
Monkeys, like, because that's how they're spelling it. Like, it changes with me. But believe it or not, one of my favorites is Let's Dance On from the first album. I just love that song.
That's a rocker.
But I like rock and roll. But I also like the Porpoise song. I like She Hangs Out, the Canadian single version, which wasn't supposed to be released. And lately I've liked Through the Looking Glass quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those are 4.
Looking Glass?
Through the Looking Glass.
You mean like Brandy, You're a Fine Girl?
No, Through the Looking Glass. Great song. Kind of psychedelic.
Yeah, like Revenge or something.
Kind of psychedelic. Great song.
Miserable now.
I like listening. Man, there's so many Monkey songs that I love.
Pleasant Valley Sunday. Come on.
Yeah, that one's good. But I like
I've heard it 42 billion times. I never need to hear it again.
I still like it.
No, I like the flip
Never
side.
find me. Anybody ask me what my favorite song by somebody is, it will never be a hit. I've heard them all too many times. It will never be a hit.
I remember for probably a month I was stuck on All of Your Toys.
Yeah.
So like, boy, that's my favorite song. All of Your Toys. But back to Pleasant Valley Sunday.
Words.
I like when Peter sings on Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
That's my favorite part of that one is actually when Peter sings.
And I got those first 5 albums of Monkees. I've been listening to a lot of the More of the Monkees album I had when I was about 6, and I really like it. There's several songs could have been singles on there.
Peter didn't sing that many. Probably his part when he sang on Shades of Grey is my favorite. But doesn't he sing part of As We Go Along too? I like that. I can't think of, it's not your Auntie Griselda. I can tell you that.
No, could have been thrown off of that album.
Words.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Words. He was a second voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think there's ever been besides Auntie Griselda.
Yeah, no.
Or do I have to do this all over again?
Yeah, do I have to do this all over again's good too.
Oh yeah, from
I like most of them. I like almost every Monkey song until the last couple of albums, and then there's quite a few I still like. Oh, Teardrop City is another one of my favorite Monkey songs.
I like the version of Someday Man. The Paul Williams song is pretty good.
Like the Monkees can do wrong. Come on.
There was a song that was the B-side of their last top 40 hit. D.W. Washburn called It's Nice to Be With You. And it's left off most of the hits anthologies, but it's on that Rhino Greatest Hits comp. It's got B-sides. It's Nice to Be With You. I think it could have been a hit. It's a nice ballad that Davey sang. And there you go.
Better than Randy Jane.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's nice to be with you.
Come on now, dog.
Yeah. Thank
Randy
you.
Jane was great. I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah.
It's better than Girl. A Girl's only famous because it was a single only and not in an album, and it was featured on the Brady Bunch. That's why people like Girl so much. Randy Jane's a better song really than Girl. I like Birth of an Accidental Hipster. Great song.
Magdalena and Me. Or Me and Magdalena, sorry.
Yeah, but there's an EP with an alternate take of it on it. And I like the alternate take better. It's faster. It's faster. I like it better actually.
But what's your favorite Mike song?
God, that's so hard. There's so many that
I got my favorite. It was a B-side, so it's
Well, they put Mike on the B-side just to.
Then I can guess Jeff's. I can guess Jeff's if it was a B-side. Want me to guess? Tapioca Tundra.
Yeah, because I used to have the Valerie 45, and the B-side sounded like a weird psychedelic, whatever you know.
Yeah.
Valerie was nice, but he's singing through some kind of a phase or whatever it was.
For me, it might be Listen to the Band. But
yeah,
I'm not
Listen to
sure.
the Band's good. I have
What's
an
your
early
favorite
version
song?
of that. I have a promo disc by the Monkees I got years ago. You know, it had a monkey shape deal. And it's a promo disc with a bunch of different songs. It's got an early version of Listen to the Band on there. So
Yeah, cool.
More country.
It's my second favorite album.
Yeah.
Odyssey and Oracle. And probably, believe it or not, this will be our year. I just love it. It's just the sweetest night. It's only 2 minutes long, but it's the sweetest, nicest song. Probably this will be our year. Might be my favorite Zombies team.
Oh yeah, well Don Kirshner was an asshole. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, what about what am I doing hanging around?
That's a good.
Nesmith's my favorite Monkey. I've never done it, but I've always wanted to make a Monkees comp with just Nesmith songs.
All Nesmith songs.
A whole comp. But I remixed once, and it's pretty good. It's about 5.5 minutes long. The version on their 33 1/3 special of Listen to the Band. I edited it so it doesn't go all bad at the end, and it's actually pretty decent. And it's actually the Monkees playing live. And it's a pretty good version of the song. I played it on my podcast once.
Listen to the band. It's actually getting dark here. Ooh.
It's gonna storm.
No, it's just naturally
getting dark. Okay.
That happens roughly every 24 hours.
Yeah, it gets dark and then the sun comes up.
In my experience.
Yeah. So maybe it's time to put this puppy to bed.
You think so?
Yeah, perhaps.
Okay.
Yeah. That's true, Peter, for Pete's sake.
It is. That was a nice song for the
Yeah.
And they used it. How nice of them to use it for the outro.
Season 2.
So he got some money for it every time it
nice
played.
Money, yeah.
How nice of it. So anyway, conversation off Floral Street.
Okay.
I don't know that one.
I've not heard of that one.
Is that on like the Monkees Present or something? Where's that from?
I don't know that either.
I don't know what that is. But anyway, I think we're going to close out this show. So, come back on Thursday. We can do all this all over again at 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
Yes, and I'll remember Duck, Duck, Goose this time, or Duck, Duck, Go, whatever it is.
Yeah. Okay. So, take care, everyone. We'll see you again soon.
Later. Right? Happy Memorial Day or Labor Day.
Labor Day. Yeah.
Happy Labor Day. Don't get too drunk.
Okay. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes a time we have to say so long. Good night.
Bob Barker reminds